What's going on, Fateh?
What's good, man?
How are you, bro?
What's going on?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
We're here.
Thank
we
you
made
for
it
coming
happen.
out. You know what?
Fairly quickly, too.
Super quick, man.
Yeah, bro.
You
put
put
us,
my messages like, yo, like, how did you do this? Like, yo, man, the opportunity came.
Yeah.
DM happened, and then just like right away.
Yeah, preparation
Like,
means opportunity.
I
I'm a
said
strong believer in that. And yeah, we made it happen.
we were just talking about this before you walked in with one of my boys here, saying you quoted something that I really do believe in, which is like when you have an opportunity presented before you and you may not be ready for it, take it anyway and then figure it out. And I've always, I think if you are waiting for that perfect time or waiting for that perfect moment, like you should be always filling shoes bigger than what you wear, right? And then you walk into them and you figure it out in that place.
Yeah.
So something like this, you're a respected guest. For us, it's a very big opportunity, and we really appreciate you taking the time out on short notice as well,
For sure.
responding quickly.
Yeah.
And this gives us an opportunity. You told us too, we're going to come through. You got to set up your stuff, make sure it's top notch because,
Yeah.
And,
Top notch Monday for sure.
Plus with the album, we had to strike when it was hot, man.
Of course,
Like, that's the main thing, you know what I mean?
Well, not even that. It's just like, it's funny how like the universe works. I was actually looking for somebody to do a podcast without here.
Sick.
And I'm messaging everybody from Vancouver. There's so many podcasters in Vancouver and Calgary. I'm messaging, when you guys pulling up? Should I fly out? And then, like I said, like it just happened. You know what I mean? I don't know which one of you guys messaged me.
Me.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. You messaged, and I was like, boom. All right, let's get it done. Like, it's really like, I saw one clip, I was sold. I'm like, let's just do it. You know?
Opportunity means preparation.
First thing is you guys are sings. So I always try to go out of my way to support young sings doing different things, right? And when I saw that, I was like, let's do it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And plus,
Absolutely.
we knew each other from back in the day.
Oh, yeah. That was a...
I don't even know the story.
That's crazy. I don't even know the story. Like you worked at the electronics store. We're not gonna give them a shout out because screw them. But but you worked there too.
I worked there, man. Yeah.
Electronics.
I don't know, man. Like, got to be like 12 years now, I think, right? Something like that.
Nah, bro. I don't know. What do you mean? No. Yeah.
It's gotta
easily,
be, like,
it's easily. What are we in 2025?
2025. Yeah.
Yeah, easily 12 years.
It has to be. Yeah.
11 years or something like that.
Actually, yeah, 10 years. 10 at least, because I remember I was in school at that time.
Yeah.
I was in a bus going back home.
Same.
And I knew I had a shift at the spot.
So we worked there together.
We had I knew of you at that time.
Yeah.
Right. Back then you were young, Fateh.
Yeah.
Right.
No. I transitioned.
Was it okay? So I knew you originally
So-
as young Fateh.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, that's who he is.
Yeah.
Until honestly, bro, probably 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, that's who I know.
Yeah.
Who he is. And
Yeah, because if you're exposed to me one way, then that's how you're gonna know
100%.
it. Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's him, and it was cool and shit. And
Wait, what section? What department did you work at?
TVs. What was the technical term for
You were
it?
probably super young then, right? You were Bartka Singh at that
Yeah,
time?
bro, 100%.
Yeah, I'll probably recognize you in your
100%
old photos
Bartka
because there wasn't a lot of Sardars that worked there. I think it was just maybe you and somebody else then.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Wow, you used to
I
work.
know,
Did you work there towards the end because I left around 2014?
Yeah. So I joined for that Christmas, when they hire for
seasonal.
seasonal.
Yeah.
So I joined probably I don't know, October, November or something.
Extra, yeah.
And then they kept me around after that.
Okay.
And then, funny story, I ended up breaking a TV by accident.
What?
Yeah.
I was going to say, this guy dropped a TV.
I dropped
in the warehouse or in the front?
No, in the floor, bro. They gave me the freaking
trolley,
forklift, but the electronic one.
Oh, are you forklift licensed?
No.
That's the problem with that place, man. That place is so desi, bro.
That thing was.
They ran it so
wide.
desi. Okay.
Forklift, regular, what is it called? Like gantry where you pump it?
Joey, yeah.
That thing
pump
no problem,
cart.
right? But this thing was had an engine, had everything.
What?
And they were like, yo, we need you to maneuver during Boxing Day or whatever. We need you to maneuver some TVs and pallets or something.
Yeah.
After hours. I'm like, yo, I'd done it before.
Yeah.
And even in the back house, you would take that thing way up, remember? So I was doing that myself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No safety harness, no nothing.
Okay, all right. You see?
And I was reversing it.
Yeah.
And I hit a TV.
Oh.
And it was expensive TV.
Yeah? How much?
$10,000.
No.
Yeah.
You broke it?
I broke
They
it.
fired you?
Yeah.
Dunzo? Did they make you pay for it?
Nah.
They can't
Not
do
bad.
that. They can't do
Wait,
that.
they could fire you for that? That's an accident, though.
So what happened was, I was
Negligence.
younger back then, right?
Negligence, maybe?
Yeah. They were like, we're not going to keep you around post seasonal time or whatever.
Okay.
Like February or
So
something.
they didn't fire you on the spot. They're just
No.
okay.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, man, it was a big deal. I got called. It was like one of those early 4K TVs.
Yeah.
So I got called 4K for a long time.
Shout out 4K.
Wait, they called you 4K
They called
because
me
you broke a
4K.
4K TV?
Bro, they called me 4K for a long
The
time.
story he
bro.
told at home was way different
That's
though.
so funny, bro. So they called you 4K?
Yeah, they called me
That's
4K,
sick.
bro.
That's a sick name.
That is
Because I
sick,
broke
man.
the TV.
He trashed the TV. That's wild.
100%,
Hey,
man.
at least you didn't have to pay for it, man.
No, man, I was
That's
so scared. I'm like,
crazy.
oh my God. Like, and it was loud. I tried to like hide it, right? I was like,
Hide
I don't know,
the-
I'm, like, hide a giant TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's that place.
Did we ever interact when I was there?
Probably like once or twice, man.
Oh,
like
wow.
just like here and there, because it was like you know those jobs, right? It was like
Yeah.
shift work, so you come in and out kind of thing.
Oh, I
it's
hated
whatever.
that. That was my last job, as I was telling you before.
Yeah.
It's my last job I've ever had since then. And then
Really?
yeah, I haven't had a job since then.
I would have
no.
thought like as like doing what you do as like an artist, like you would have had to keep some side of like side jobs and stuff like that. No, eh?
No, touch wood, man. Luckily,
Oh,
I've been
good.
able to do this full time. Yeah, for the last 10, 11 years now.
Amazing.
Yeah, and that's why when I left that job, I was like, okay, cool. Like, if we're gonna do it, then like I'm gonna jump into this full time, and then see exactly how you said earlier. Like, really brings it right back. Shoes to fill. Like,
Yeah.
there was no way I could even fathom that. Hey, I can make money off of music. Like,
Yeah.
I never did.
And you did it in a time
Yeah.
where it wasn't like we were talking about this, off too. Like you did it in a time where this wasn't normal. Like it wasn't
No.
just people jumping the gun. Now, like we spoke, like everybody's a middleman.
Yeah.
Everyone can pursue any type of field.
Of course.
Right? Like you were saying like
And you can see the result, right? Like, hey, if I have a successful podcast, I can get advertisement, I can get YouTube
Yeah.
money. Like, at that time, there was no streams.
No.
There was no like, I can make money off. I mean, there was, but it wasn't known,
Plus
and
the
I didn't
culture
even
was
know.
different, too.
Culture was
Culture was very
different,
different.
all that stuff. So it was like CD sales.
Yeah.
How am I gonna live
There's no
off of CD?
Spotify.
Yeah, there's no Spotify.
Yeah.
So
And
it was
these
like, yeah, but I don't know, bro. Going back to what you said, I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, I got low key got fired as well.
Did you do?
I'll tell you. No, it was like it was weird. It was a weird situation. And then once I left, and I was just like, yo, you know what? Like, let me try this for a year. To be honest, the electronics store didn't pay that well.
Of course,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it was
yeah.
just like it's not really working anyway. So
Yeah.
when I jumped into full time music, I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna find a way.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, even if my idea at that time when I was, that young was like, if I could supplement the income I'm making here at this electronics store, like even just get that much, we're good.
Yeah,
Then I
yeah,
don't have to
yeah.
bust
Make
my,
it- it-
yeah,
like,
I was
yeah,
working
break
40
even.
hours a week there,
Yeah.
and it was just not making any money.
Yeah.
And so I was able to do that times 2 the first year when I got out of the store, and then I never looked back.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Man. So sick.
So
Yeah.
where did you start then? Like let's go into that. Like, you
Yeah.
know, you always had this passion. I think like artists in general, like they have to have a certain knack to them, right? They have a certain charisma, that poetic mindset. Because you've worked all around those kind of sectors, right? Many sections of it. So this was something that was in you always, right? So you probably had some hints of this in childhood, and then you kind of like grew into the role. And then when you realized that I want to do this, what were kind of the high level steps of what you took to kind of get to not where you're at now, but even just like that tough part of like jumping that gun, taking that leap of faith?
At the time of like leaving the job, or just in
Yeah.
general, like starting?
Like I would say like at that time, like at that time with the electronic shop, where
With the leap of faith, it was a little bit easier because I already had stuff with Zeus coming out, right?
Crazy.
So it was wild because like I would be working shift,
Yeah.
and then people would come in and be like, "Yo, can we take a picture with you?" They weren't there to like. People just found out that I worked
That's all.
there.
I'm like, yo, that's him. Like,
Yeah. So like even you knew.
Yeah.
So like people would be like, "Yo, can't I take a picture with you?" Then I'll be like, "Yo, I go on break in 45 minutes.
I'll be
Let
like,
me
"Yo,
come
wait, like 20
outside."
minutes,
Then I would take my shirt off because I was like, I'm not trying to rep these
100%,
guys because
yeah.
I just had such a
Yeah.
bad experience there. So I'd take my shirt off, like as in like I'd have a banana
Yeah.
under it, or I mean a different shirt on, and then I would go and I'd take pictures with people all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like so I was already like to say like I was already pursuing
segued
music
in.
for a good time at that point.
Great.
Yeah.
So it was interesting because that last year of college was one of my hardest years. I was in college as well while I was working there. So I was like doing full-time school, then I was going to the store, and then I was also making all these records with Zeus that we all now know. Like Bendu was made then, like Lovely was made, Inch was made, like around that same time.
Angels, I think the first song that I heavily like.
Yeah.
Lovely's
And the
huge.
craziest thing is like I remember I had this distinct memory because when you told me about that, I started thinking about all those times, and I worked in the cell phone department.
Yeah.
right behind the cell phone department was the music department. You know, like they had like the Beats by Dre and all that stuff. And everybody would always pump the music there. You know how in the electronic store, everybody comes there, put their song on, and they would just blast it. And I used to hear Honey sing all the time. Like at that time, I think Blue Eyes was big, right? So people would come in all the time and just pump that song. And I'm like, man, one day it's gonna be my song they're gonna pump. You know what I mean? And that would motivate me, because I'm like, I hate this job, I hate my manager, I hate, like, you know, this situation that I've put myself in. But I'm here, and I'm like, and I would be reminded literally on a daily, like anytime that would play or somebody else's song would play that I know, I'm like, man, it has to be my song next. Like I would tell myself that all the time. I'm sure it gets played there now quite often.
100%.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I think back then, guys like you, Honey Sing, right? Even like Zeus was like already kind of at this level. But I think like Desha and I, we talked about this too. We genuinely think that even like with the YouTube, like Justin and all those guys, we think you guys are ahead of the time.
Okay,
yeah,
of
course.
Right? 100%.
That like, group in itself, like that group of like,
which groups?
Like
you gotta name them. You gotta name them.
I mean, I don't know who was intertwined with those two, but like, you know, like Jagmeet, Just Rain, Babu,
Rupin, all those guys.
Rupin.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. It's just like I'm always naming them, so I'm like, somebody else gotta name them sometimes.
Okay, we got Just Rain, we got Babu, Rupin Ball,
right? Just Rain,
Chaps, like
everybody, absolutely.
That era, right?
Oh man,
ahead of its time.
But you know, like it's interesting because like that era, you guys got to witness because you guys lived here.
100%.
You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people saw that era later on, and then went back and looked at the videos and all that stuff. And some people don't even know about that era. But Brampton had that, like that was the starting of all the stuff that's happening now in Brampton or
like
in
Zoo
Toronto.
Babies.
Everything. Zoo
Babies
Babies
was way ahead. Like, it was crazy. It was a whole thing. Like 4 guys, or was it 4 guys?
1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 5.
5?
5. Yeah.
And like I've been trying to find Dinka on Spotify.
It's on YouTube. I think it's on there now.
Is it?
I think
Let's
so.
check, because that's a banger.
I think the whole album was just put on there this year.
Okay, sick, amazing. That's good to know. Because that Dinka song, like the music video is so sick.
Crazy.
It's such like this underground, grimy club kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And it's like that maybe doesn't exist so much anymore.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
That was back when people actually like. That was back when actually people sat down and like watched full YouTube videos, you know, like, and they actually like sat down with bro. Like we sat down and watched like these guys, you know.
Still watch them, man.
Oh my God.
Well, let me ask you a question, just for the viewers who don't know. So Zoo Babies was a collective of 5 artists, 5 rappers, including myself. And we used to do like this really interesting boom bap hip hop. All in English, nothing was Punjabi, and our idea was to compete with like the other rappers that were coming out in North America. And our sound, our videos, our aesthetic, everything was really, really North American and like on par with hip hop. But we happened to be just Punjabi guys, which was unheard of at that time. And you know, I think that is a timestamp in life for hip hop. I would say for Punjabi music, like. Till this day, anywhere I go, people still mention Zoo Babies. So I know it is near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. So just to give everybody context what Zoo Babies was, and that's what they're talking about, because Zoo Babies was predominantly, we're all from Toronto, but it got really big in all these other small pockets where the diaspora Punjabi community was. UK was a big proponent of or fans of Zoo Babies. India, Delhi loves Zoo Babies. It was crazy. And then like Cali, New York, obviously. So I just wanted to set the stage of what that was.
For sure, good point.
And for you guys, like you guys are a lot younger at that point. What was it like seeing, you know, a Just Rain, Zoo Babies, Babu on stage, that people that, you know, you guys are young sings, like looking at other sings doing stuff? Like, was that like encouraging for you guys? How was that growing up?
Yo, like,
100%, bro.
For me, like, yo, to be honest, like, being with like even talking about those names right now is like meeting your heroes kind of thing. I'm telling you, bro, me and him, like for that group, the Just Rain, the Jagmeet, like Fateh, like bro, we were like you guys were bigger for us than you were at that time. Yeah. Right? Because for us it was like, yo, everybody's watching this. Everybody's watching. Everybody has to know the new Just Rain video dropped, or everybody has to know.
Felt like a friend.
That was a moment.
Our boy dropped a video.
Yeah. Because they were talking so closely about what was happening.
So relatable.
And nobody spoke about. And that's actually why people like have reacted to this pod too, is because we're opening up conversations, and I'm seeing that there's a gap in conversation, because there's a lot of people like, you know, Gode that are doing this, that are like, you know, everybody's like, okay, this is what the North American base is, but no one's speaking about how, like, if you want to fulfill your dreams, you have to make sure your parents were somewhat in check for you to even be able to afford to go through with what you want to do. Because doing this stuff right now, right, we're slowly going into it. Like, we're slowly building that that cash flow and to get that going. And when people just had funding for this kind of thing, like even you were speaking about this, like there's a dream, but then there's also like the reality of like paying for that dream, right? To make it happen. It doesn't just, it's not like a fairy tale story where a man has a dream and just goes and chases it with no dollars in his pocket.
It takes work. It takes work.
It's work, but also funding. Like
well, funding is part of the work, right? Like you got to go figure out how to get that money.
But you look at those like old videos of what they were putting out, like they were like iPhone videos, like you know, like crazy. They were
their actual iPhone. I wish iPhone was that good at that time. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Yeah, but like now they look like worse than iPhone quality. Yeah.
But they were shooting it like very raw, very candid, and like that's what sold. That's what people loved. It was just like nobody was even paying attention.
Guy like doing YouTube videos, and then people were like, "Yo, I could also do YouTube video. Be funny on camera or whatever." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, jump on the entertainment.
On the music side, it was like what we all think. I think when you were super young, and if you see like a Sardar on screen, right? It's like what a lot of kids now, or even sometimes we look up to things like Diljit, for instance. Yeah. Where like we see someone at the pinnacle of their career, at the highest level. Yeah. And like it feels good, right? Because you're like, now we have a lot of representation all over the place. But it wasn't like that.
Nope.
Like 20 years ago, right? Not at all.
I would even say 10 years ago. 2015,
really
it was tough.
Recently, but it's like representation, right? Where it's
absolutely.
Like, okay,
so the reason why I even asked you that question is because that was our goal.
Good.
You know, and the underlying, obviously we were like having fun, we're making music, you know, all that stuff. But representation is something we never grew up with. We never had a Just Rain to look up to, a Jagmeet to look up to be like, yeah, man, like I want to do, politics, comedy, music, XYZ. Because once you see somebody else in that same field that you like, then it's possible for you, right? It's like, but if you never even seen it, you're like, nah, it's not possible. Like, no one else is doing it.
Especially when you can go to the Nagar Kirtan and like see this guy, like he's not like untouchable.
It's real. It's absolutely real.
I've been sitting at Dixie Gurdwara and Rupan Ball came to my right and Babu sat on my left, and I was like, what
a story that is. Like, that's a great story.
But seriously, and I'm sitting beside them and I'm just like, like of course they come to the Gurdwara, obviously. Like why wouldn't they, right? This is Dixie, is the most popular. Like people are gonna come here. So I'm like, why am I surprised that these guys are out here? They're regular people struggling with regular. I mean, you see it through their videos. There's raw, but it's so cool to hear that from the group itself, or like that era. That was your goal the whole time. That you like. It's like mission accomplished. Like there we go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ahead of its time, man.
Building the fundamentals for like North American culture to. You guys were the first.
You also think about how many barriers you have to break in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I could speak very candidly, like I look at Jagmeet and like people give him so much flack, but I'm like, look at where he came from, and look at 10 years ago. Was there a young Singh politician that was really making waves? This dude was almost prime minister. Like, yo, take that in for a second, right? We take it for granted now, but like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, we're like, we would have never, like, even he would have been like, nah, it's not
like
not possible.
Stuff aside, like, at that level, to be at the highest level, that's that for in itself.
Of course, politics aside, 100%, just as a community, as like Sardar is like, look at what he's done, and not even on that, but like, I think he was on like GQ and like Toronto's most important, influential people. I go to Toronto with him all the time, bro. I'm telling you, like, it's he can't walk 2 steps.
It was an honor,
and it's not Punjabis. It's like everybody else, and it's like, bro, Manwali Galla, like, you know what I mean? Like, before he was in that situation, and the Just Rains and me and wherever else, in Toronto, it was just like, saying Sardars, you guys are taxi drivers, or you guys are shop owners, or you guys drink a lot. Like, that was kind of the stigma around us. And it's like, to go from that to being like, yo, like, now we're politicians, now we're rappers, now we're comedians, and we're serious in our field, and we've reached high levels. Just Rain got a freaking show. He has a sitcom, bro.
And it's a wicked show too, bro.
So it's like, you know what I mean? So like, I think that was the goal always. And, you can like somebody, not like somebody. That's even me. That's just besides the point. But you got to give credit where it's due, man. Like, we pushing the culture, right? And it's for you guys, for the young generation, for even the guys that are younger than you. It's like, they might not even know why they could just jump on a rap song and rap now. They don't know, but we had to break those barriers. And I'm not saying it like to get props to myself, but it's true. Like, the stories even I tell on this album is like, we broke those barriers, man. It was hard. It was super hard, bro. So
because on top of what you were doing, it was like the fact that what you were doing made no sense to anybody around us.
Not even to our own parents, bro.
No, and that's the main thing, right?
It's like because they were because
they had no idea. They had no idea about that pocket sitting there. For how many Desis will watch this. Right. And then that somebody needs to go fill that pocket. Somebody needs to go fill that.
So even deeper than that, if I can get deeper than that, like filling a pocket is something that we can talk about now. But imagine a space that's not even like, it's not even, you can't even fathom that you're even allowed to fill it.
Yeah.
And then when you fill it, then your community is like, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
Bro, tu rap karda tu?
Yeah.
Like, tu
Like, who do you think you are?
saying like, tu kiye kaaliyan wale kaam kari janna. Right? That, and now, if you look at freaking Punjabi music, it's all African American, African American music. It's literally that, right? We've taken that. We went from that. So now everything we do is taken from black culture.
Just correlation.
It's so wild, right?
Yeah.
But like that, and like even just like politics. Oh, you're too young. I remember with Jagmeet. Oh, you're too young. What are you doing? Like you shouldn't be doing that. Or with Jagmeet, I know he got, and I can't speak for him, but like I know he got a lot of backlash for his comedy.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
A lot, bro.
Even our parents were like, "Yo, like, don't watch this."
Exactly.
Like, you know,
Like,
it's
he's
like,
making
don't hear
fun
the,
of us.
Yeah.
First of all, we just thought it was funny. That's
Yeah, of course.
But then also, like, we're like, yo, it's like there's truth to it.
Yeah.
Which, like, obviously, parents can be like, yo, like, he's making fun of like cheapness and this and that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, it's just it's just for like laughs.
Of course.
Yeah.
But then there was like the reality aspect of it. I'm like, yo, like he's done like he did a couple of serious videos every now and then where and for us as kids, and we're like, yo, like it's nice to see someone.
Yeah.
It comes back to the same thing, right? It's nice to see someone on
validation.
our
Yes.
laptop screen.
Yeah.
That, and it felt like our boys released another video.
It was like, it did feel like that, but it felt like validation that like, yo, I'm not alone, because we used to hang out with, like, while growing up, we also used to hang out with, it depends where you were, but like if you didn't have Apne around you, or you didn't have Singhs around you, and we made friends with, like, I had black friends, I had white friends, I had Asian friends, like people understood. But what happened at home was always like, I got to fight these battles before I even present myself for the world, right? And that opening that door up to the videos and what Justine was talking about, what you guys were doing, it was like, okay, yo, like it's okay. Like these are he's just like me. He's just like me.
It made it possible for you guys.
Made it possible,
saying,
right? And it's great to see that was the goal in its entirety. So
absolutely, yeah.
very, very cool stuff. We had a bunch of people from Instagram ask us a couple of questions,
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do a little bit of a rapid fire.
So rapid fire means I have to answer it really fast? Or
No.
like just make it answer it quick?
Fateh doesn't know these questions.
Yeah, I don't.
Right?
So Fateh doesn't know these questions. These were sent out by people, and Matab's going to start off, and then just give us like a quick snap answer, and then if you want to expand on it a bit.
Okay.
And then we got like 10, 14 here. So
Oh,
we'll
wow.
go through
Okay,
them.
10 to 14. All right, let's get
Pick
to
some
it.
good ones, man. So these are from some people.
Okay.
So one of them was, and I just watched a video actually about this that you were talking about on YouTube. But how did it feel being on the couple show
Yeah.
and being surrounded by these big artists?
I mean,
Right? How was that? Like, talk to us about it, man.
You want a short answer or fast answer? Because you said quick.
This,
or
actually, you know what?
rapid.
This one,
It felt good. Next question.
This one, it was
It
like,
felt good. Let's go.
this one, let's make it a little bit bigger because it was it's not a small thing.
whatever you want, bro.
Yeah,
Whatever you want.
it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Like I know a couple from back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know him from like time.
Sick.
So it was dope. I also know Karan from when he was like 18, 17.
Wicked.
Yeah,
Crazy.
so I know him since he was a kid. And then I know Bacha. I've never met Bacha before. Only person I hadn't met was Divine at that point.
Yeah.
The crazy part, I'll give you as quick as I can. The craziest thing was I was supposed to go to that show to go watch it. I was in Mumbai for a reason, and then I knew Karan guys were there because I was speaking to his manager, and we're like, yo, we'll get some coffee or something, we'll hang out. And I had no idea that all of them were at the show. So the couple had messaged me. He's like, yo, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm like, chilling. He's like, pull up to the show. We're taping. We'll hang out there. They tape that show for like 12 hours some days.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not how it shows on 1 hour, like boom, boom.
I know that, but like 12 hours. Wow.
Like
Jeez.
max. Like, you know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
could be there for that day because like they have sets, they have guests, they
Fair
have
enough,
this,
yeah.
they have all this stuff. So I was like, cool. He's like, yeah, come there. We'll hang out during our breaks and stuff. I'm like, bet. I pull up next day. I'm still jet lagged from the night before. As you can tell, I'm just wearing black. I'm wearing my Jordan 1s. I'm just like, just cooling, right? Like it's hot as hell out there. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I go, I see couple, we chop it up, you know what I mean? Same old kid down, how was the flight, I'm like, bet. He's like, cool. And then as he's walking away, and mind you, bro, like this is the wildest shit sometimes you see.
Yeah.
Like he's sitting there having a conversation with me. There's 13 people around him. Someone's doing his makeup. Another guy's answering his call. Another guy's fixing his shirt. Another guy's showing him a script that he's not looking at. And then he's just having a conversation with me, right? Like that's the level. And I'm just sitting there like, and I'm such D too. I'm just having a conversation. I'm like, how much do you get, bro? Yeah, chop
yo, man, watch out, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So then he goes, and then he's walking away. He's like, oh, by the way, you're about to perform today. And I start laughing. I'm like, yeah, cool. He's like, nahi sachi main tenu keh raha hu, tu karna aj. I'm like, ki karna? He's like, करना है डिवाइन आया है बादशाह आया है ते मैं चाहना कि तू भी कुछ करे. I'm like, what? He's like, okay, I'll see you later. And he just walks away. I'm like, and I turn around, then all those 14 people come to me. They're like, okay, yo, we need your contract signed. What song are you doing? What is this? What is that? What are you wearing? Come to the back room. I'm like, oh, is he serious? Like, this is not happening. Like, I'm not jumping on national, like this Netflix, not even national television anymore. It's global. I'm like, without like more than a 10-minute warning. They're like, no, you about to jump on it. So they're like, what song do you want to do? And that was the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, I have a plethora of songs. I have features. I have this. I have that. And I'll say this to artists. This is why I'm so glad I own my own music and I haven't sold it to anybody. So I could have picked from any of my albums because I own the music from my album, right? So I was like, because I remember first I wanted to do like Lovely, let's just say, right? Because it's a Bollywood record. I'm looking at it. I'm in Mumbai. This is a Bollywood crowd. I think there's some Bollywood celebrities there too. So I'm like, let's do it. They'll know me for that. And then I was like, oh wait, I can't do it. I don't own the rights to it. And they want me to sign off the rights and stuff. So then couple at one point they're like, couple wants you to do something meaningful. And I'm like, the song that I have that's not a sad song where I'm like, sad or whatever is Fame. That's kind of meaningful. It's saying that. So it was a hard decision to make at that level, like at that pressure, knowing that Karan's going to be the divine, all that stuff. Like, yes, they're my peers. Yes, I know them. Some of them are my friends, but still it's a lot of pressure in that moment. And yeah, man, it happened the way it needed to happen. Once again, big shoes to fill, but I did it. Yeah.
That's
the thing is when you see it in post or when you see it's produced, it looked seamless, like as if you were always supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, I'm like, yo, there's no way. He knew what he was supposed to go on, but I'm sure he found out like in a very abrupt way.
Yeah.
And because there was no way like he thought like he just pulled you from the stage at that moment.
No.
He made it look like.
So they had already thought of that. They were going to do the whole thing, call people out, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, at one point, I'm just going to say this. And, shout out to him, bro. Like, there's not a lot of, like, let's just say what it is. There's not a lot of people that look like me that's on that show.
And, it's his reputation on the line, too. Like, to be like, yo, can I trust this man enough to be able to, because that's his show. It's
a delivery. Yeah, absolutely.
Like and he's not a small deal. Like,
no, he's not. But he, and he's, because he's from Punjab, he has a lot of mon about Punjab. He has a lot of mon for Punjabis. And like, I think for him, it's also like a flex. Like, yo, man, I brought my young Punjabi brother out to hold it down for sings and stuff. And like, cool. Like he didn't need to do that, bro. No. But preparation kind of meets the opportunity, which was wild. Another thing I want to say is that I had gone on tour. I had gone on tour 4 months prior to that. I did my own tour in North America and Canada. It was okay. Like, it wasn't like the best tour that I can say, but it was good, right? Yeah. Like, we sold out of some cities we didn't. And that was the first tour I performed with a live band. I performed with in-ears. And those who know like music and sound and stuff, like they'll get what I'm talking about. But I orchestrated it really, really like a show. Now, I was kind of feeling bad about that, like that whole show, because I was like, man, like it went a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it didn't give me the results that I wanted. But then when I was about to perform that day, I was like, oh, like that's what that tour was for. It was for this moment. Yeah. Because guess what, bro? Over there was a live band. There was barely any good sound there. There was like a crowd, the audience, TV cameras, and I'm like, oh, I just did this for 10 shows at a time, and I'm like, I've seen every variable that can happen, things not working, mic's not this, and I'm like, I prepared myself with a band. You know how hard it is to perform with a band? Because like, you could barely hear the backtrack, there's echo coming on, and then the drummer's louder than everything. Like, so being able to, long story short, I feel like that moment prepared me for the couple show, because like, if I hadn't done that, I would have been out of there, bro. I would have been like, oh, no, I'm not doing it. But because I had already done it before, I was ready for it. Yep. Sorry, long answer. Sorry.
That was a big one.
Not rapid fire, bro.
Yeah, you answered. You also asked me the biggest question. Like,
okay. Oh, they're coming. There's more, bro. Okay, yo, I got one for you. So back when Desi representation was like not non-existent, but like less. How did you handle the pressure of like choosing this, you know, non-traditional path that you went with, and to stay like in tune and to kind of like, you know, remove and dampen that outside noise and to stay focused on your craft?
How did I stay focused on my craft when, what was the first part?
So, you know, we kind of went over this already, but like basically how did you, went during that time when you were building Fateh, right? Like how did you, when that time was non-existent for Desi rappers to come out, something like, you know, you did something very off path, right? It wasn't the doctor, lawyer, engineer.
Yeah.
So how did you kind of stay tuned with that? What was the mindset for you at that time to be like, you know, like, because everybody has the dream, right? Like everybody wants to be creative. Everybody wants to do that artist. Everybody has like that crazy dream, and then they always settle for something that makes sense because they need to pay the bills, right? So how did you wipe that noise and be like, no, I got this. I know what I'm doing at that young age?
It's a good question, man. I don't know if I had a particular mindset. I think it was a group of experiences that came together to form who I am today.
Yeah.
And I think that was something like being from California, where everybody in school was a rapper. No one was Punjabi, but everybody was a rapper. People recorded songs. People made music videos. It was a normal thing. Coming here, it was like unheard of, right? So that's an experience, I would say.
No, that answers the question. It was a societal kind of environment thing, right? Because it's different in Cali, where like everyone is pursuing dreams all the time.
Yeah. And then another thing is like, I would say just like maybe being an only child and not like not being told no, right? Like, I mean, obviously my parents told me no, but like there was still like a pushback, right? Because I'm an only child. I get what I want. And everybody kept telling me no. Like, you can't do this, or like people like made fun of me or whatever the case is. And I'm like that's just like I don't get told no. Like if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it wholeheartedly. And I just enjoyed it, bro. Like I bet you if I didn't enjoy it, if it was like karate or something, and everybody's like saying no, then I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I genuinely just enjoyed making music, which I still do today.
Good, man.
True.
How was it filming Desi Cypher?
How was it filming Desi Cypher? That was during COVID, so it wasn't a great filming experience. Bank did it from his city. I think Mafioso did it from Cali, and I was in BC at that time, so I shot it there. So we kind of shot it all separately. Yeah. That was it. Like it was. I wish it was a better experience.
COVID, man.
It was COVID times.
Man. What can you do?
So I came up with this one, but I want to know just in general, because I think everyone takes always the fundamental path. What did you do when you said you were in college? What was your post-grad actual like education?
Yeah, I went in for business and marketing, but if you know college out here in Canada, it was interesting. Like the first 2 years, just like business courses, which are just core courses, stats. I'm terrible at math, bro. I failed the third time I failed stats. I was like, yo, this isn't for me. I had already spent so much time in university. I went to York, by the way. Shout out York. And then I switched to sociology,
right,
which is a subject that I really liked always, like from before doing that. And I just switched because I was like, yo, I like this subject. It was either that or psychology. And I wanted to finish school. A, because I had dumped so much money into it already, like, you know, being there, failing club courses and stuff. And B, I thought I wouldn't be able to get married without a degree. Some people think that they can't get a job. I was like, yo, no one's going to marry their daughter to me if I don't have a degree, right? So I did sociology and I killed it, bro. I got straight A's after that. Like, went from failing to like straight A's. It was wild.
That's when you know that it's natural to you, right?
Yeah. I'm not bragging. I like, you know, some people think sociology is whatever, but I enjoyed it, man.
If you like it, it becomes easy.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It taught me so much about the world.
Yeah.
And I learned so many different theories, right? So it's like, and I think those things still stuck with me to my music. It transcended me. It made me a lot more aware. It made me hypersensitive to certain issues, especially cultural issues, social issues, race issues, right? Feminist issues. Like, so I always have that in the back of my mind when I make music, right? Like I don't think you can, I know for a fact in any of my albums, you won't hear me like bashing a woman or, you know, saying some out of pocket stuff because I'm super aware of it, or at least I try to be. I try to have a conscious. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Here, we'll do one fun one here.
Okay.
So you've had experience now. You've done like you said, you've done concerts, you've done shows, all that kind of stuff, right? You've done podcasts, things like that. What's the most challenging aspect of this? Is it singing, rapping or being on screen for music videos?
I hate music videos all day, all day.
Yeah?
I hate music videos, bro. I hate music videos. I've done more music videos than I could count.
Yeah.
I've done, like, I can't even tell you how many music videos I had. If someone had a gun to my hand, like, yo, tell me exactly how many music videos you had. I couldn't even give you a ballpark, bro.
Yeah.
Couldn't even give you a ball.
Really,
I hate music videos so much. I'm getting better at it now. I have to change my mentality around it. This is something I had to grow in the last literally year. I'm like, you can't think like that. Like, you know what I mean? This is part of the game, and not everything that you do you have to love.
Yeah.
But you have to do it, right? Sometimes you go to work and there's certain things you don't like doing, but you got to do it for that paycheck, right?
You put the face behind.
Yeah,
the
and you got to do
person,
it. And I'm like, you know what? This is part of your job, and you owe it to the people that are listening to your music, consuming your music, and the people, you know, the videographers and everybody that come there, that you owe it to them to put on a good performance, go there with a smile, and make it happen. So I've gotten better at it, like as in like my mentality starting to change on it. But I genuinely hate music videos.
How was it filming the recent one with Mickey?
Jadoo?
Yeah,
That was good.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was a lot of work.
yeah.
It was
That was a very like pretty music video.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
4
Yeah.
days of just
Yeah.
non-stop shooting in the hot sun.
Yeah.
Again, hate music videos, but I think Mickey made it really fun. Like, so me and Mickey got to rekindle our friendship, and we got to hang out in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And what we did was, it was cool because it was all of our first time in Barcelona. It was 5 of us that were there, 5 or 6 of us. And so we're like, okay, what are the tourist spots? So we found the tourist spots, and we would go to the tourist spots to go check it out and then also shoot. So we got to do both.
Vacation,
So we were like, we're
yeah.
doing our touristy stuff. We're having some food. We're having some coffee, and then we're also shooting at the same time.
Sick.
Very cool.
That was a fun music video. That's a summer banger for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Thank you,
Summer
man.
banger.
Thank you.
That was a fun music video.
I mean, we're in the winter right now, but it's a
know.
winter and summer banger.
it's okay, man.
Yeah,
Listen
yeah.
to it regardless.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
for sure. I think besides the first track,
Yeah.
that for sure is I think for me the most favorite
Yeah,
one.
he liked
Fun.
Jadoo a lot.
Yeah, it's fun,
I
man.
had my
It's happy.
favorites.
It's lively.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This guy's a happy, jolly guy.
I'm a happy
bro.
guy, yo.
Yeah, I
He
like
keeps
that,
saying, you
bro.
know, pretty boy, man. What
Yeah,
can't
oh,
hate him,
man, very, very pretty. You know?
All right, man. Let's jump into the album, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
And like insights, ins and all that kind of stuff. So the first song, obviously, is like storytelling mode. I like intros in general. I think they're really fun.
So the album's called "Don't Forget to Call." By the way, we
Don't
gotta
Forget
just
to
let
Call.
them go. Yeah, I released it 5 days ago now. Make sure
Friday.
you guys go stream that. Go check that out. Don't forget to call. Streaming everywhere.
Everywhere,
The
man.
first song is called "Reality Check."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Headlock.
Yeah.
and Headlock.
And
Yeah,
Headlock, yeah.
Yeah.
So story mode, like you telling
Full story.
from like what's been going on, why you stopped. It's been like you've just been like in your head on the couch, right? Kind of had to like pick yourself back up. Proposed to your girl wearing sandals,
Headlock.
which
yeah.
I wanted. Which we were like, yo, like what's
I
the
don't know
sandals
what that,
part about?
What does that mean? Okay, so you
Chaperon. I was wearing chaperon on the beach.
That's
yeah.
what I said. He was just like, I think it was
very
I thought there was like I thought there was like a deeper meaning to that.
Nah, it ain't that deep, bro. We were on the beach.
see,
I had
I
this
see
the
bitch about to
chaperon
get,
on,
bro.
pulled out the ring, called it a day.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he did it so casually. He
That's
did
what I'm
it,
saying.
he did it with, he did it
Yeah,
with
beach.
He was on a beach, man.
Yeah.
No, man, that song. So he like that song's my favorite.
Okay.
Like on the
Yeah.
album.
Thank you.
Because I love music like that when you're like kind of telling that story. It reminded me a lot of Roddy Rich's intro.
No.
You never listened to Roddy? Oh, you've got to put that.
No,
on.
I know Roddy Rich. I don't know which
yeah.
intro. Yeah.
He has a song called Intro. You got to listen to it. Bro, honestly, like exact same thing where you start from the growth, you build up. You're like talking about that I didn't have this and I was fighting with this and I was getting
Pain,
this
yeah.
pain, and then you start talking about, oh, I'm building now, I'm building, and then it was like watch me,
Beat switch, yeah.
and then it was like watch me,
Okay, yeah.
so watch who I am,
Yeah.
right, and then you were like, bro, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, and then I'm doing this, and like the way that had the hype was like that's like a club song that you put in, but like but
Yeah.
deep. It went deep, and they wrote the lyrics that you dropped. Like, and there was one line in there that that I wanted to know if again I was trying to look at it, but where you were talking about declining like FaceTimes or getting left on red by a brother.
Yeah.
And you didn't say
Brothers.
You didn't say brothers though. You said brother. So
By some guy I called guys. I said guys. I called
Guys,
brother.
I called brother.
okay.
So
I thought
guys, like
I
I'm
was
not,
like-
I'm not gonna call them all brothers at the same time, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some guys that I call brother. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then so these things were happening to you, right? And you were getting the backlash from people you may have called close to you, people that were
You put an arm around.
Yeah.
You need
and
to-
then now
yeah.
you should have put a headlock.
Damn right.
Yeah.
It just
So
it goes like
how do you
that.
so how do you handle that when something like that happens, right? Because that's where an artist can really, really fall too, is when they are subject to all the reactions, right? There's because you have, especially as an artist, when you have that much attention from such a young age too, there's so much room for failure, so much room for error, because, you know, the one wrong move or one wrong thing you say when you're online, because you're always being watched, you got to watch what you say. How do you handle that pressure? Like when you had backlash from people, like what did you respond with to these kind of people?
Okay, so I'll correct one thing. So I don't think it's so because you said that it's everybody's watching you. The story I tell in reality check is that when no one watches you anymore, and there's a line in there. I go, the fame don't feel the same when you used to be this shit.
Yeah.
So going back to what you were saying, when everybody's watching you, that's a different pressure. This pressure is something that no one's talked about. What happens when you're 10 years in the industry? You're famous, right? To an extent. I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm freaking.
No, you were
like Kylie or whatever. But like, you know what I mean? Like I step out of my house, I have to deal with who I am or who I used to be. And that's going to be for the rest of my life. We don't think about that sometimes. So when you used to be the shit and it doesn't feel the same because you're not like the shit anymore. So like now you're constantly reminded, bro, you used to be sick. You know how many times people said that to me in the last 3 years? Yo, where are you? Why aren't you dropping no more shit, bro? Like you used to be fire. And I'm like, first of all, why would you say you used to be? You know how painful that is? Number two, I just dropped a song yesterday. Thanks for asking. And it would be like that all the time for like the last 3 years. So I think, and the question you asked me is like, how do you deal with it? So there's a way I dealt with it, and there's a way that I'm dealing with it now.
Right.
I think the way I dealt with that is like, there's a part of yourself where you start beating down on yourself. Like, yo, man, like, what the hell? Saria gelange, like everybody's killing it. Dude, no one cares about you. Like the wildest shit to me, like I've never told anybody this. I remember during that time, I posted something on Instagram or like comments or sorry, Instagram or TikTok or something like that. I had posted like a song or a video, and I think I got like 9 comments, and that was it. And that's fine. Like it's not about the comments, but I got to a point where I was like, damn, I don't even got haters that care right now. Then I was like, where are the haters at? Like when you have, you know how they say when you have haters, you're doing something good? I was like, no one's even hating on me no more, bro. That shit hurt. Like I was like, I'm like,
Like, who are they hating on now?
No, like I know, like even the haters don't care about you, bro. Like you know how like that's a punch in the face. Like the haters don't even care to talk shit to you right now.
For sure.
At that time, it used to hurt you, but like they're also watching you. Those are still numbers. Those are still comments. Those are still something that's gratifying there. That someone's spending their time even to talk shit to you. And then I was like, shit, bro, they don't even care to talk shit about you anymore. You know what I mean? That shit hurt. I was like, oh, like you know, fans on the other side of even the haters. So I think what happened was, I just started like, I got really in my head. I was like beating down on myself. I'm like, yo, you know, putting more pressure on myself. Then that pressure turned into like trying to make something in the studio, make something happen with this person and that person or whatever. Like really coming in from like a business perspective, a lack mindset, not an abundant mindset. And like I gotta get it. I gotta quickly get it. I gotta do this. Forced. Super forced. And I don't blame it on me too. The industry had changed. The world had changed. We went to more like quantity over quality. And I'm a quality guy. That's why this album took me 2.5 years, and you can hear it. So I'm a quality guy, and I couldn't keep up in the quantity game. Like I even now, if someone was like, yo, start churning out songs, I couldn't keep up. I would be in the same position again. So, you know, it's a little bit of timing as well. And you know, it was tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like how I got out of it now was like the world's aligning, universe aligning, but like getting back into an abundant mindset, kind of getting back into the idea of like, yo, it's cool. Like if it doesn't happen, it's fine. You're here. You're already here. You know, look around. I started being more grateful for everything. I'm like, look around, man. Like people would kill to be in your position, right? Like. I can, you know, I have some great friends around me. I have my parents, you know, my wife, like all that stuff. And I'm like, be grateful. So I started with being grateful, like, of all the things I've had, right? Like all the dreams that have come true in the last 10 years for me. Like things that when I worked at that electronics store, like my car used to break down all the time.
Yo, mine too.
Like, like, so, and it's like, bro, like you got a car that doesn't break down on you. It's your dream car. You bought it brand new. Like, you know what I mean? You wearing the coolest clothes, the nicest watches. You travel all the time. Like, bro, like, you know what I mean? And like, sometimes you forget that because it becomes normal. Like I have to think to myself, I'm like, ek time te, to jump on a plane. I'm like, that'd be sick if I can jump on a plane and go to New York.
Now you got the Pepsi.
Bro, I got a few things, but you know what I mean. So I think
you just keep raising the bar higher and higher.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
like,
you gotta step out
life,
and
right?
like.
so
you forget to be grateful because we've already achieved goals that like we've achieved goals. We've achieved goals right here.
everybody's
right?
achieved goals.
And
It's
now-
happening
and then-
right in front of
and then
you.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
You just need to be reminded. Like
Yeah.
being constantly grateful is hard, obviously, right? Like we're not like pundits or just like those crazy Zen mindset guys. But as long as you have that
I
person
think
in your life,
I
just
think
that
it-
reminder.
I think you got to remind yourself every day.
Mm-hmm.
And like even like something simple as like today in the morning I wrote I'm thankful for clean water.
Yeah.
When you go to India, you can't turn on a faucet and drink
As
it.
basic as clean water.
Yeah, I think that's
Bro,
that's the easiest place to start.
It's the easiest to put, and then so I think that happened. That's one thing that started happening. I was like, yo, like I started getting like really thankful for whatever it is, and I think, bro, like once again, like when your mindset changes, things start appearing differently.
Yeah.
And I started making this album out of love, not out of fear, not out of like, oh, yo, I hope it gets numbers or I hope it does things. And it's wild, like.
Yeah.
By the time it was about to come out, I already knew it was going to do numbers.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo, this is good music. Like, I put my all into this, bro. Like, you know what I mean? This is fire. And I enjoyed making it and people will like it. So I think that was the mindset change.
Very good. No, I think that's. But I think there's a portion where you need to fall, where you need not even fall, but like you need to kind of have that lack of.
Yeah,
it.
life is ups and downs.
Absolutely.
Life is
Yeah.
ups and downs.
And when
That's the quote. So I have a quote from that.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Like it's from you actually.
Oh, okay. I thought it was about life is ups and downs like a horse. You gotta ride it. Like I thought it was some shit like that.
Life is up and down.
yeah.
But it's from you, and I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
And the listeners as well. But like you were asked about the album, right?
Yeah.
And you said when you just kind of, I was like, I was gonna bring this up later, but the advice I have for young creatives when it comes to a reality check: embrace your vulnerability, create from a place of love, not from business or goals, although those are important. Put your love for what you do first. That's what keeps the engine going.
Absolutely.
Right? That's Fateh DOE right there.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah.
So that's what it is,
Absolutely.
man. Like it's got to come from something. Like same with the podcast, man. We kind of just wanted to do it for fun.
Yeah.
We knew that there was like we talked about the representation aspect,
Mm-hmm.
two sayings, talking about fun stuff like kicking it with you, but also talking about like mental health,
Yeah.
gym, fitness, businesses or whatever. And you know, it's touch wood, it's growing from there kind of thing. So
Amazing.
it's all these byproducts that you get from it that you want, but obviously you gotta put the
Opportunity
work in.
too, man. I was telling like being in a room is such an important thing. Being in a room with people that can spark that up for you. You can't go in a mindset with like, what am I getting out of this? Because opportunity exceeds any type of paycheck, right? When you're in the right room with someone and someone just catches your vibe or something like that, and then next thing you know, you're sitting and you're shooting a podcast with Fateh, right? Or wherever we go from this. But this started off for us as a passion project. I said, yo, Matab, like we're gonna do this for the soul, right? We're gonna do this somehow. In 10 years from now, this is going to give back to some sort of way. We don't even want to. We want enough to be able to fund this to keep going, but this is not a generator, right? We have other projects that we work on where we do a lot of other businesses and stuff, but this is for us just purely out of our time to give this attention, to give these topics attention, to understand that, to inspire people, right? Because there isn't I think, group that's doing this seriously in our community for all the Desi out there that is most of the freaking world, like that is Asian community, right? So it comes from that, and then being thankful too. Like honestly, like you touched on it for the water. For me, one thing that my boy taught me, his name's 4K as well. Shout out 4K, right?
Shout out 4K.
Yeah.
Not me 4K.
Not this 4K.
Not this 4K.
4K.
Other
but
4K.
Anyways, no. Shout out 4K. But so one thing I noticed, because I used to be his roommate, and like very basic thing, but when you see someone else do it, every single time he ate any single meal, he would like quick just head down. Just be thankful. And I was like, yo, this is all we need. Just that. To live, all you need is food, right? Or some type of sustenance. And I'm like, I didn't have to have this today. I didn't have to I wasn't supposed to be given a meal. Who says I was supposed to be given a meal? At least I have this. Some people didn't get this, man.
Nope.
And forget that now we're having like burgers. We're having some nice, like, it's like, that's even a bonus.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm home and my grandma's cooking for me. I'm like, well, how lucky am I?
Very.
Right? I have to eat sabji still, but I'm like, I love it, right?
Yeah.
I love it because at some point, nobody's gonna make sabji for me, bro.
Of course, yeah.
So it's things like that. If you can just touch on that, and then you realize, yo, the world is yours for the taking, bro. It's abundance. You can do anything. And then I started saying, okay, like I have all these roadblocks already set for me. People are doing this without a meal. They got to go cook 3 times a day, or they don't have this, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting this stuff done for me. I'm getting the help around the house. And then I'm lucky enough to the point where if I need to I'm in a position where my parents worked hard, so I can kind of take some of the risk that I need to do in my life, right? Some people, it's a privilege to even follow your goals.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolute privilege. You said it best, man. Like, I looked at myself, I'm like, yo, look at you, bro. Like, you sitting at home. You don't have to go to a job. You don't have to do anything. You're making money sitting at home and you're complaining.
Yeah.
You're sad that, you did it gone in each other. Shut up. Get back to work,
Get back
right?
to
Like,
work.
you go grind. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. And I think what you hit on the head, like, when you're grateful for certain things and you appreciate the things that you have around you, like, let's even take out external factors. Just the fact that we're here, like, we're healthy, we're good. Like, that is a massive, massive thing that we have to remind ourselves.
Perspective is everything.
Yeah, and it changes. Exactly. Perspective. It changes your mindset. And I think if you change that mindset, you can get out of anything and you could do anything. You can really achieve anything. Yeah. You have to change it, but it starts from that mindset. Yeah.
But you have to sometimes though, I talked about this too. It's very easy to say when you're on the other side, but when you're in that tunnel, when it's dark, that's when all this philosophy, it goes down the drain.
Grateful journal.
All this grateful journaling, it goes out the window because you're just like, well, what am I doing? I was in a stage of my life where I'm just like, I'm everybody's getting ahead and I'm like doing something different and I feel like I'm behind and XYZ. And then I'm like, no, but I'm at the bottom of a new bracket. I filled my pool. Mm-hmm. I was maybe a big fish in a small pond, and now I get to be a small fish in a big pond. And I want to be in rooms where I'm not the smartest guy ever, where everyone around me is able to educate me, right? Everyone's able to inspire me. So it's things like that when you enter that new bracket or that new fish tank, like realize, okay, like learn to be a beginner again, right? Learn to learn again and learn to just be, because we were such good at being students when we were in school, and now when we're out, it's like we should already know these things, right? No, man. Like it doesn't take long if you just focus and you actually put your head down and do these things. But that on gratitude, man. Like it's something that I have learned to kind of really. It's a what do you call it, Madhav? Like a
non-financial gain.
Non-financial gain. There we go.
You said something that really stuck out to me right now. You said when you're a small fish in a bigger pond now because you're a new pond, you have to learn, right? And you have to get back on your feet and you have to figure it out. That's another thing I did.
Yeah.
So when I was down, like I was like, okay, cool. Music's not hitting. Why isn't it hitting? What could be better? Yeah. Or my lyrics could be better. So I read a book. I took courses how to write better lyrics. Somebody might think like, I don't need to do that. I already have 10 years of proof, But I remember, I forgot what comedian said this, but they go watch other comedians, even they're younger than them. And they're like, I still learn from something, right? You can still learn because if you have to be a student of the game, it's always changing. So I did that. I started learning how to write better lyrics. I think, and now everybody's saying, you're lyrically, you stepped it up. Because it's there in the album,
man,
So because I did the work, because I grinded and I read the book and I took the course. Another thing was like I learned how to like mix better, like learning about, because I mix my own stuff, like so mix better. All right, bet. Learn the business. I surrounded myself with young videographers, shout out Mahan and other people that helped me and put me like to make me realize like, this content game and how to do social media and all that stuff. Like my boy TJ, he lives in New York, young guy, bro, put me onto social media hard. Like I didn't understand this shorts, do this, do that, show yourself, show your personality. Like I didn't get any of this, but I had to put my pride aside and be like, what, let me learn from this young guy who's 10 years younger than me to figure out how to do this new stuff. So I had to, be vulnerable in that aspect too. It's all about vulnerability. So I had to be vulnerable in that aspect and go ask for help from different people.
The game is changing, man.
Yeah, and it's always going to be changing. Yeah. As he said, there's always going to be times where you've outgrown what your last era is, and you have to go and learn, and you have to be willing to, because that's what happens, bro. That's the survival of the fittest. You got to learn how to adapt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I have one thing. Go ahead.
I was gonna let's make it fun, yo. Tell us about the fun parts about making an album.
Yeah. Let's lighten this up a bit.
Lighten this up. Tell about the fun parts of making an album, working with artists, going to places. Like, what's the process like for someone that's
sell the dream of the artist.
Yeah, man. Talk to like some artist.
What do y'all keep dreaming?
Talk to like an artist that's probably like, I want to.
Which one is it, bro?
Which one is it? Everything takes work, man. Everything does. Like, like people really think that like, being a YouTuber, like I just went to Brown House. I saw their whole situation, their live stream situation. And, you know, on camera, like these live streamers, I've seen Parm work before. Paryeet's a good friend of mine, and everything looks really fun and dandy, but like they really go through it. There's a lot that goes behind it, like even clipping and clippers and posting, and like it's a full-time job. Like right now I'm promoting the album. I'm telling you, I'm like editing for 6 hours a day. I'm editing all these clips and stuff too. And I'm sitting with editors and stuff like 6-7 hours a day. It's a lot of work, but we don't see that behind the scenes. Yeah. We just see us having fun on camera and stuff like that. All that to say, bro, like everything requires work, whether it's your job, whether, you know, it's school or whether it's this. And, you know, you got to work. You got to put it work. But what you said, what's the fun part?
Yeah. I mean, like, but what's the, you know, where are the moments where it pays off, right? What are the fruits of this big tree you're building?
I think the moments for me, there's two, 3 moments that it pays off. One is like right now, I just got a message before we watched it, and it was like, yo, man, like reality check. Like you spoke about my story. Like other artists are saying that to me now, right? Now it's not fans. It's cool. Like fans say that too, but artists are like, bro, you're telling my story. You know, artists or, you know, podcasters, radio DJs, like people are saying that. And I'm like, that is cool. Another time, like before this, I was at Red FM, and the host said, my album, To Whom It May Concern, was my second album. He's like, yo, I love that album. It sat with me. And I remember people have come up to me and like, yo, that album saved my life, or that your words touched me, or I sat down with my girl and we talked about this song, and then we ended up, you know, making amends or figuring out our problems. Like stuff like that, where it's like, yo, you had a real world influence from something you wrote, you know, in a studio, or, you know, you conceived in your mind, and then it actually affected people in real ways. That's number one. Number two is like at shows, like you can see it in people's faces or eyes, or like you could just see that they're connected to this music. It's not even about me. They're connected to this. And I really do genuinely believe this. Like it's when I get into like music mode, or like when I'm actually connected, I get into a flow state, and I really do think it's divinity. I think that's God. Like I genuinely do. And then those songs that end up, you know, coming out, I see that same divinity when people are like, yo, like screaming, you know, the lyrics back to me. Bro, you know what I mean? And that energy is like, you see it, bro, in the shows. And like, that's the most rewarding part when I'm at shows, and like, everybody in the crowd knows every single word. Singing it back to you. Singing it back to me, bro. Like that is so rewarding, bro. Money can't replace that. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing like that. And that's not even fame. That's like just you genuinely built a connection with strangers, bro. Like it's kind of crazy. My last show I did in Seattle, there was probably like 20 people that weren't even brown that knew the song. Wow. Like Gore Kale, like legit, and they knew my songs. And I was like, I was sitting there like, yo, that's wild.
How'd you memorize this?
Like no, they're like, you know, they'll be like, they'll say the punchlines and stuff like that, and but like because I do English as well, 100%. So they'll know the English stuff. Like Ali Pond Park, I remember I was in New York. This Asian came up to me on the street. He's like, yo, I love Ali Pond Park. It's a song off my second album. It's all in English, and I'm like, that's wild, right? Like where I've been able to connect. When we were in Barcelona, Mickey guys were saying it to me too. We got stopped a lot. People wanted to take pictures and stuff with me, and I'm sitting there like, bro, like I've never been to Barcelona. I don't know anybody that lives in Barcelona. That's sick. So wild, you know, like that's rewarding to be like that. It's cool to be famous and stuff like that, but when you touch people in that way, that's where it really matters.
That's like the famous is like the kind of like the surface level.
Like everybody's famous, right? Like
that's a like a 5-second feeling, right? But like but when you put something out there and you like kind of ripple with the universe, right? And you send something out there, bro, the ripple effects, you put something out there, right? And the more people you can touch, the more people it's bending everybody. It's all these energies. When you put your heart and soul into something, like 2.5 years, right, to come up with an album, go check the heck out there.
And we were speaking to a couple earlier. Like I remember a couple hadn't heard Fame, and then he messaged me a week later. He's like, bro, I never heard this song, and it's almost been 10 years since it came out. I've been playing it on repeat since the show. He's like, you're speaking my story. And he's like, I feel the exact same way.
Yeah, we're all human, right? We
and so that's like, those are the moments where I'm like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like this effort all of it paid off, or all of it's worth it at the end. Like you're connecting to people in ways that like, I mean, how else? Like, what other way can you connect like that? It's crazy, man.
It's only artists that can do that, man. Artists have that privilege and that blessing.
Writers, you know, like
writers, artists, anybody that's a creative.
Right.
Those guys have the feeling, the ability, and the privilege to, reach into someone's soul and twist that emotion. And that's why it's always been a thing since the start of time, right?
Yeah.
People have sang, people have always expressed these things. So to be an artist is such a privilege because you got to do something that makes you feel alive.
Yeah.
And that's the feeling that I think all artists thrive off of. That's that adrenaline, that's that rush, but then there's those moments because you have those peaks, that dopamine rush, but then they come down when you got to go home and sit between your four walls, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm just Fateh, right? And then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing next?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of up and down. I wanted to touch on something. It's a difficult question. I don't believe in it, but I want to play devil's advocate on this. And so you rap very different, right? You have that goosebump kind of like feeling where you can tell that this person didn't just put this so that it can end up on the radio, right? You're purposefully not making stuff that's catchy perhaps, or there's some songs on there that you
pop
always
music, like
pop music, because that will sell.
Yeah.
Right? If tomorrow you want numbers, I know tomorrow if I want numbers, I could do a lot of cringe stuff. And like there's that classic joke where it's like, I'm a doctor, but now I got to do dancing TikTok videos to get some views and clients and stuff. But to play devil's advocate, because I'm on the same page as you, I think always stay true, always stay genuine. But how do you face that? Because what does sell. What does get numbers. That the Spain song is going to get played perhaps more than the intro, right? But the intro is my favorite. The intro is probably a lot of people's favorite because it touches a lot of people. I have two other ones that I really, really love. Sarur, because I think I'll get on that. But explain to me, like, at least that portion of it is how do you kind of stay level in that sense where you're like, no, I'm not going to sell myself to just get the numbers so I can end up on, these big labels and stuff. I want to always produce, even during the grind, in the lows that, maybe I should put out something that, can get me that paycheck back and get me back on my feet. But no, I stay true to what I got to produce poetry.
Yo, trial and error. Because you said something in your question that I like is exactly it. Like, it's not that I knew or that I deliberately was like, yeah, let me do this. I tried, bro. Like, go back to the discography. I was actually looking because I kind of had a feeling this was going to come up. So I was looking at my Spotify today, and I was looking at like the songs that I put out from 2020 to like 2023, right? And they're all songs trying to be hits. There's a song called Shakeen there. I made that song deliberately trying to make a hit, hopefully to make a paycheck. It didn't hit. There's there's so many songs that I put out that in that span of 2-3 years that you can tell that it's me trying to be something I'm not, or me trying to like emulate something I like, or Still decent music, good music, I would say, but it didn't do well. Yeah. And I had to face that harsh reality. And now when you look back at my catalog, like when I look back at my catalog, anytime I had a big, massive hit, it was with somebody else that knows how to curate a hit, right? Curate a hit record. Zeus.
Like a feature?
Yeah. Like Zeus ho gaya, like I think we're half a bill on Lovely, right? Crazy. So it's like Zeus ho gaya, Inch ho gaya, like Bendu. It was always with people that curated massive hits. Yeah. But like me, I'm like, sometimes you have to look back and look at your strong suits, right? Yeah. Like, it's just facts. Your strong suits is facts. And if this is a business, let's look at your business. What is your business good at? I look back. What is my business good at? What are some of my most streamed songs? Fame, a vulnerable song, super vulnerable. Ayat and Ulan, super vulnerable. And then like a couple other songs out of like in that same world, right? Yeah. Nothing's a massive hit. Let's take The Drop for a second. Ayo bank that shit went viral. Is that a hit? Like that? If I was to show you that song in isolation, you'd be like, yeah, it's cool. It's a good song. It's not a hit. I wouldn't call it a hit. I wouldn't say it's a radio hit. But that was the most streamed song on that album, and it was my biggest hit of that in the last like 2 years, I would say, right? Like, because of what it is. So I think what I had to realize is like, yo, you chasing a sound and you trying to make something that's not you isn't you. And reality check came in that moment where I'm like, yo, like you're best, Fateh, at talking your truth. Yeah. No one else is going to talk their truth, because there's a part of me that's always been like, embrace your vulnerability. Stop running away from it. Who else is going to talk their truth? Who else is going to sit there and be like, you used to be famous, now you're not? Yeah. No one else is going to say it. And I'm like, I tell myself that every day. then fuck it then. Like, let's just say it on a song. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but you know what I mean? Like,
No, you can swear,
yeah,
bro.
like,
We're
say,
good.
yeah, like, fuck it. Like, let's just go on this record and say how you really feel, because 9 times out of 10, someone's gonna resonate with it. And
Authenticity,
It's
bro.
almost like you get that pissed off and you're like, yo, like
Yeah.
let's
yeah,
let's talk about
it was, and so I was like, yo, and again, I didn't come from a place of, okay, like this, I'm not saying this, okay, let's go be vulnerable so people can resonate with it and I'll be big.
That's
No,
not authentic.
because that'll
No.
resonate. Like in the opposite.
that's
you know,
also not
like-
authentic.
yeah,
And
exactly.
then also the payoff might not be there. If you're trying to do it to get fame or like get big or get thing, your vulnerability might not work, and you might just set yourself up for failure even more. Like you might be vulnerable to a point where it could like backfire. Right? So it's like, you know what I mean? So it just came back to like, yo, bro, just do you. Like tell your truth.
Yeah.
Tell your truth. Don't run from your truth. And that's every album that I had that was successful, from New Memories to Whom It May Concern to Bring It Home, and to any other, like, you know, a single or whatever that did well, was me telling my truth.
Yeah.
Was me being real. Yeah.
They say this in like, I'm gonna try to capture this the best way I can, but like authenticity, they've spoke about this on like a scientific level too, but it is the one thing that breaches through everybody, because when you are truly authentic and you're in that flow state, that's the same thing. Flow state, authenticity, energy, right? All these are synonymous in that way. When you have that going through you, like, then it's a little bit scary to put that out there because that's the vulnerability. But when that's true, like, then nothing can stop that. That's when we've seen our stuff go blow up, and like we try so hard, the stuff we edit for so long, and then nothing. Bro.
Yeah. It's the
like,
simple
shit,
stuff
man.
where you're just being you. Those work.
We posted one thing about our grandfather, right? Like he just passed, God rest his soul.
Okay.
But we posted that, and every time we look at that, I'm like, that's a memory we created for him forever, and that's our biggest video so far.
Yeah.
Right. And then the video at the pot and like other stuff we've done that where I'm just like, yo, I'm not performative. I've never been. I've always been someone who just kind of like spews my truth, and kind of when I do that, people attach themselves. And I'm like, why? And I always tell Matab, I'm like, yo, let's not be performative. I'm never going to try to be doing those like cringe stuff. Like to this day, if we're going to rise, we're going to rise because of the values that we were raised in and what we believe in. Right. And that really does transcend, because people see that. People like that. You can't, there's no words for that kind of thing. It's a vibration that just, you know, you feel all the time between human to human.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, just even looking at the industry, the music industry today, right? Like everybody can make a big song, a hit record.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of talking about the same stuff, right? Sonia Gadiyan Hogi and Nadiyan, blah, blah, blah. Like, and I felt personally at my age, I'm like, I felt a void of like, who's talking about the truth? Who's talking about vulnerability right now? Who's talking about, you know, how stuff isn't okay? And I'm like, yo, I would resonate with somebody talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay, screw it. Then I'll just make the song myself then.
We
If no
talked
one else
about
is
that,
about it.
right?
Yeah.
Let's go right into that, man.
Yeah.
You got a few topics, or you know, what we discussed on the phone call the other day, where it was like the ugly side of this, right? Which you kind of touched on here and there.
Yeah.
The fact that a bunch of artists are not maybe admitting to the fact that they're either married or whatever it is. Right, for maybe the image of portraying like a good looking single guy, maybe, I don't know, right? What the deal is, whole bunch of stuff, man. Loneliness, right? The grind, creative careers, financially. I think let's touch on that. Like,
Let's start with what you just said there, though. So, because you're an only child, right? You're doing something very ambitious, right? That's off rail for our kind of people.
Yeah.
Where did you find that like courage and the inspiration? Who were your heroes? Like, you know, who did you look up to during that time to keep you going? Because I have mine in many places, but who were your heroes to keep you in that?
Like early?
Now, early, whenever. What keeps you like inspired, right? Because you're alone. I mean, like I have, my big component is my brother, right? Because I've always watched him and I've always kind of learned from him, and I'm the youngest in the family, so I've always had older people to look at and kind of dictate, you know, my own process of like, you know, they did this, I don't want to do that, but it worked for them. Okay. But I want to do this and it worked for them. I got to do what they're doing. Right. So what was that for you?
Okay. Early on. So, okay. What can you just clarify the question? Cause there's so many answers I have. So just give me the concise question. Yeah.
Being a only child.
Yeah.
And you know, the alienation that you felt doing a career that is, you know, ambitious.
Yep.
Who did you see and rise to as your heroes to kind of inspire you down this path to keep that fuel going for you?
Beautiful. Okay. So, when I started, let's go back to start and not say now, right? So when I started, my heroes weren't anybody that looked like me, right? So like Jay-Z's of the world, Snoop Dogg, all that stuff. Like they didn't look like me. So I was inspired by their music. I was influenced by their music. I was in love with what they did. They produced 50 Cent at that time. Like there's so many artists, Eminem, even I would give Bow Wow. I probably, you're probably too young to remember him. But yeah, like even that, like all those guys, like at that when I was young, I fell in love with that music. So that was my inspiration. But what gave me the direct inspiration for me personally when I was in my career, especially at a time where there was no way to make money off of this, or at least I didn't think there was, and that like there was no career path and no one else was doing it, I will say just train, bro. And I told Just Meet this as well last time I saw him, and you know, almost twice that now that I've told him, because I don't think he understands, like, and I'm not glazing to glaze, like I'm genuinely like
yeah,
because you were like right in the circle, man.
Like I was in the circle, but it's not even that. It was just like, bro, he, like when I saw him, I'm like, okay, yo, he doesn't have to work. Like my friends in Cali would be like, yo, he has a job, right? I'm like, nah, like he's making money off of his career. Like that's impossible.
Unheard of.
That's the mentality. So I'm like, yo, he doesn't have to work. He grinds really hard at doing what he wants to do, and he loves it. And he's figured out a path for himself. And I could touch him, just like you said, like, you know what I mean? Like, pause, but like, you know what I mean? He's right here. Like, you know, he's
Just Meet, man.
He's in physical form and he's in front of me.
Yeah.
So
Person, man. Yeah.
you can see it. Like sometimes when it's online, it just seems so far away.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're sitting here and there's a brown YouTuber in LA killing it, then you start telling yourself, oh, you got to be in America, you got to be in LA, you got to know this guy. I'm like, bro, we're right here. We're together every day.
Yeah.
If he could do it, and I see him grinding every day and doing it and reaching the success, then I'm like, why can't I?
Yeah.
And I should be able to do it. And I think that's important.
Yeah.
I think it has to be tangible.
Yeah.
Just like you said, like when they sat next to you at the Gurdwara, you realize, yo, it's tangible. Like these guys are here. They're just like me. And I looked at him and like, he's just like me. Like no discredit to him. Like he's an amazing person. But
like someone like me that looks
that looks like me, that
similar upbringing,
exactly, they're sitting in the same, and we have the similar resources, and you know, he picked up a camera and he's doing his thing, just like you said. It wasn't like, you know, crazy lighting or anything like that, but he made it work. So I picked up a mic and did the same, right? And I mean, it's from before him, but I think I got that belief that I could make it a career when I saw him make it a career. So that was my inspiration then. I would say.
I think your answer has to be concluded to the environment then.
It is environment, bro. You gotta and check yourself, man. I would say to you guys as my young brothers and people who are watching, like, check yourself. If you want to do something, you got people around you telling you can't, or they have that belief, people are gonna project that onto you 100%. People still do that to me to this day, bro, and I have to check myself.
You have to stay away from
you have to be around. You have to be around like-minded people.
Yeah.
That will genuinely, like, sometimes, bro, like, to be honest, your friends aren't going to be like the biggest supporters and the champion you or help you get through your thing, but that's not their job. Their job is to be friends. You go shoot the shit, play basketball, go gym with them, and, you know, just be positive energy around you, but don't have people that put you down. Don't be like, yo, you doing a podcast, bro? What's wrong with you?
It goes so much deeper than just like at the surface, though, man. It goes down to like a energy level, bro.
Yeah,
Some
man.
naysayers,
absolutely.
right? It's like they say, like, if you hang around 5 gym goers, you're gonna be the 6th.
Bro, you value, whether you admit it or not, you value the people around you and you value their opinions. So if your friends are telling you, bro, what are you doing a podcast for? Bame, you laugh it off, that's going to stick with you.
No, it sticks with you.
Right? Like you might laugh it off and like, whatever, haha. But then you start, so same thing, bro. Like, you know, anybody like watching too, you got to watch who you're with for anything, not just creative stuff, for money, for finances, for relationships, anything, bro. Like in Sikhi, we say Jasi Sangat, Asi Pangat.
Yes.
Right? So it's like the people you're around are, you know, it's important who you surround yourself with.
You are the average of the like the group.
The sum of the sum of the parts you're
and I learned that at a very young age, and I learned the value of being in other places, being with different groups. So one thing that like me and Matab kind of like we have the contrast of is Matab always stayed home, and Matab was like, he played the older brother role to the T, right? And I was the Jalous. Like, I went I went everywhere. Like, I did everything, bro. Like, I
Where'd you go to uni?
I went to Uni Western. right?
Yeah,
So
there you
as
go.
far as
Yeah.
He's 25.
Oh yeah, he went everywhere. That's for sure,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
This guy was outside, bro. He was outside. Don't look over there. We're over here, buddy. Yeah.
No, but even through uni, like I learned so much about different type of people being away from home. I only bagged it like a couple weeks ago that I lived away from home for 8 years. I didn't even think about it.
Oh yeah, wow, that's
Right?
crazy.
I lived away from home for 8 years, and I didn't even realize. And I realized how much when I speak, that like my core group of friends, they don't even resonate with me anymore because they're just like, "What are you talking about, bro?" I'm like, "Dude, there's a world out there, bro.
Yeah.
There's people doing anything they want."
Yeah.
Right. And so I did a lot of like spontaneous stuff like that, and I the proximity principle, right? Where you are and who you are with sparks ideas. So we were talking about Cali, right? I lived in Cali for like about 2 years almost.
Where in Cali were you?
I was in San Jose.
No way.
Yeah. I worked over in Fremont,
Yeah.
and then like tried to move into the Bay, and then I was bounced. So
Why'd you leave? You just want to come back to?
I got laid off from
okay.
work. So tech culture, like it's very, very aggressive. I have an engineering background, and then so I was working over at Tesla, and then very, very like aggressive kind of work environment. I loved it, but dude,
You work in Tesla Fremont?
yeah.
Oh wow, those are my ends, bro. I grew up
Yeah?
around that area.
Yeah, you know Diljit is from there
So-
too. And it's and when I went there, man, I was I don't even recognize that person anymore because dude, like everyone around me was doing anything they wanted, bro. When the sun's out, like the whole day, people change, bro.
It's different.
People change. So are you from Cali?
The Bay, yeah, I'm from the
So,
Bay.
but Mathab was telling me that you were born in Thailand.
Yeah, but when I was 5, I moved to Hayward.
Hayward.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah,
sick, sick.
Fremont Gurdwara, bro. I was there
Yeah.
every Wednesday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Bro,
For
I went
me,
to visit him, man,
Yeah.
and I'm so sad that I didn't go to Gurdwara.
Oh,
you didn't come to
yeah.
San Jose, Gurdwara?
No, remember? So I went with my fiance,
Yeah.
and we visited, and like I don't know why, man. I'm still so like annoyed about
Yeah,
it.
no,
you've been to San Jose Gurdwara?
Bro.
But have you been to El Sprante?
Mm.
Yeah, see that?
No,
That's
San
the
Jose-
OG on the hill Gurdwara. It was built in the
Yeah.
70s or 80s. It's on a hill as well. But go on, you were saying?
Bro, San Jose Gurdwara has a different place in my heart, man.
Yeah, man,
I don't
it's
know
beautiful.
what it was about. And that's what I mean. I know energy is real. But when I was there, it was like as if kadi like 6-8 घंटे seva, bro.
Really?
I was just there. I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere else.
Fire.
Sangat is here. Like that Gurdwara had a vibe and energy that I can't ever replicate anywhere else. And that's
Has a vibe. Still has a
yeah.
vibe. Yeah,
and I'm not saying discounting any Gurdwara, but at the end of the day, like
It connected with you.
it connected with me in a
Every
way.
Gurdwara
because-
is great. It just connected with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
100%.
But and that Gurdwara is like beautiful, man. Like it's I think in North America it's the largest Gurdwara in North America, and just seeing that atmosphere, man. Like when people were they do crazy things like starting up anything they want. People were like that startup culture over in the Bay, right? Like those are dream chasers. Yeah, they got a lot of funding from a lot of people have funding because you got to be pretty well off to be in the Bay anyways. But I don't know, man. Like, and that only put into my perspective when I came back. That's when this podcast started because I'm like, Mathab, like, I was in that headspace. That wouldn't have started if I was doing a work job or anything. It only started because, like, Mathab was like, so what are you going to do now? And I'm like, I don't know, man, but I know I don't want to do nothing that's not at that level at least. I still want to be free in that mind. And this is where we come and we unload and I get to be somebody else, right?
Fire.
Besides, away from, like, the what's bringing in that cash flow.
Yeah.
So, cool, man. So, but
You hit a really good point, and I think everybody should do this. Everybody should move away at one point in their life.
Absolutely.
Yo, all these ideas, these thoughts, these things that you've been socialized into believing that this is cold hard truth, this is brick, will get removed. And you have to do it for more than a year.
Yes.
Right? Like how you did it.
Yeah.
Same way with me. The way I was thinking and how I believed, then I came here.
Yeah.
And I realized a lot of people were stuck in a box out here, especially Apne at that time. Now, because the world is globalized, so we think we see it differently. But I got to learn so much more about myself, and I changed so much. And now I'm looking for another move because I feel like I've done everything I needed to do in Toronto, whatever, or Canada, and I'm like I want to change again. I want to be exposed to new things. I want to be in somewhere that's sunlight, different people around me. And now I bet you I'll change again. It's so important, bro. Because if I can't imagine going through life just living in one place, being surrounded by those same people. Yeah. You're gonna you'll never get challenged on your notions.
No, you won't. And the thing is, when you move, and I went alone. Like I didn't even have family there.
Yeah.
When you're there and you sit in your room and you're like, no one knows who Deshwar is.
Yeah.
Right. I get to build
It's a humbling experience.
Yeah. It was like, bro, like if somebody picks me up right here, I don't even know who the first person to call.
Yep.
Right. And then on top of that, I was just like, I get to revitalize myself as a person, right? I don't have to stick to my norms because I have a lot of my core group of friends I've known for forever, right? And I'm like, they all know me for who I was when I was 5 and 10 and 15 and 20, 25. But now I've changed. I'm like every 7 years, every cell in your body dies. You're a completely new person physically.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm a completely different person. And all of a sudden I was hanging out with completely different friend groups. My entire friends group changed. I was hanging out with hikers and people in nature and, people start doing startups and people who had radical ideas. And I was just like, how did this happen? It's like, no, it happened because this is a result of who I am.
Yeah.
Right. And I just spread it.
And I bet you it was hard at first, like being so like exposed to something just completely different, not having your friend group, because we get into that comfort. Like same with me, bro. When I moved here, I knew no one in Toronto, like 0 people. I only knew one person, and he introduced me to Sonny Malton. But like, it's not like we became best friends overnight. Like I still didn't know anybody. They had their friend groups and they had their homies and all that stuff. And I was like solo for like 2-3 years until then I met like the Babus, the Jagmeets, the Gruttons and everybody. And then we be slowly became friends 3-4 years after. Yeah. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's important, man. It's absolutely important.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's something that I haven't done. I agree.
Yeah, we're gonna make you move somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
Move to New York so we can come visit you.
Bro, I love New York.
Yo, I got back from New York. I love
West
it.
Coast all the way.
I'm a city guy, bro. I work downtown.
I'm a city guy
I like
too.
the grind.
I love people watching.
New York's New York, but like that's something that I've learned from Day Stress. Like we do so much together, right? And it's like I'm very blessed. I know he'll say the same. Like we actually like enjoy spending time with each other. We fight some crazy shit sometimes, man. But fuck, that's part of it too.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's nice to see brothers that
we do work
get
together.
along.
We do business together.
Yeah,
we do lots together, man.
That's amazing.
Not too much together, in fact, sometimes.
Yeah. We don't know what's. I don't know. I'm almost getting a little bit sad because he's about to go and start his life.
You're moving to London?
No. She's here,
okay.
But I'm getting married next year.
Oh, congrats, man.
Thank you, brother.
How do you feel about getting married?
Let's do that.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay, it's a good time, man.
Yeah.
Solid time.
I'm good, man. Like when I was in that dating, like when I was single, obviously, I had all the kind of check boxes of my life done. Like my career is good. I can say that I'm a good person. I was like emotionally ready and stuff, right? So the last thing was like, let's find a wife, you know. And plus, like you like brown parents, you have time to get married.
Oh yeah,
like I'm 30. This guy, they're gonna start attacking this guy in like 1 or 2 years. I'm pretty sure.
The day you get married, they're gonna be on you.
It's already started. Bro.
Literally at his wedding, they're gonna be like, "What's up, bro?"
That's okay.
I'll get time. 25. He'll be 26 by that time. So it's like it's your time, bro.
Yeah.
You too, sitting in the back there as well. But no, I feel I'm ready, man. Like I've never done it before, so I can't say what I don't know, but I'm excited for it for sure.
Amazing.
I'm looking forward to all the stuff. I know there's going to be a lot of ups and downs and things like that.
Yeah.
But you were recently married, man.
Yes.
So give me some. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
I saw your Dolly rap. That was sick.
Yeah, they said they gave me 5 words, and they're like, "You have to rap this for your Dolly."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Really? On my day off?" I'm like, all right, let's do it. Yeah,
even today.
Even today. I'm like,
Where's the mic?
It was funny,
but yeah, what's the advice, man? Brother to brother.
Brother to brother, what's the advice? I mean, you're already getting married, so I can't give you advice. It's funny. I'm actually getting advice from people. I'm super new, right?
Yeah,
so I'm over here getting advice, and I think we're gonna have to go through it ourselves. But one advice I'll give to you,
Give me.
and you could probably give this to him, is that.
And to every Punjabi single guy listening right now, I know there's a lot of them.
Guy, girl, everything, and man, I'm gonna preface this with saying that I'm not in a place to give anybody advice because no one's perfect and no one's relationship's perfect. And I'm not saying I know everything because I don't, but both tak khade right? Like in the dating phase, both jala khade.
No, it's crazy.
It was tough. But I will say, bro, like I am very, very thankful that I waited as long as I did to get married. Because I always knew when I was younger, I'm like, yo, I have to find the right person. And people started telling me you're being too picky. Yo, tu kinne saal da ho gaya now, and it got to the point where my friends were saying it, like, oh, are you just gonna be single forever? Like, what are you doing? All that kind of stuff. And I think my past self with my hat jod ke, I thank my past self that I waited as long as I did because the person I married is like an absolute gem. Yeah. And that the way I'm thinking now and the way I am now is because that I married right. Yeah. And I'm not saying that a person is supposed to make you everything, but going back to what we were talking about before, who you surround yourself with will affect you whether you know it or not. Yeah. Right, whether you know it or not, it's the most important financial decision, emotional decision, every decision. Even bro, like if you guys like going to the gym, if you marry someone that doesn't like going to the gym and likes eating chips or potato chips or whatever, it's one way or another that's gonna rub off on you. And one day you're gonna skip the gym, and then 2 days you're gonna skip the gym. So like, I know I'm not saying you're gonna find the right person or that person has to be the exact match of you, but like, make sure, man, like you're mental and like, you know, you're marrying somebody that affects you in a positive way and that uplifts you, and you do the same for them. Absolutely. So that would be my thing. And there's no time limit. You were talking about it, I got school, job, all that stuff. But like, I would have told you like, if you don't find the right one, it's cool. Like, just wait. Yeah. Because you don't want to make that mistake. It's a really big mistake, and it really
happened. Like I'll come in hindsight. It happened for me like organically too.
Beautiful.
Which was kind of beautiful, meant to happen.
But no, don't just do it to do it. Don't just do it.
That's a firm belief, bro. Because you like. There's a graph that's drawn up about this, and I've seen it. Like, you spend the most time theoretically with your spouse. Yeah. Right. Your brother, your parents, like those people. They grow out, but like you spend every single day, and like traditionally, you spend the most time with your spouse. How can that not be an uplifting person that matches and grows as an asset, right? To your life,
bro. Sometimes like it is even like, and I agree 100%. It doesn't even have to be somebody that has to uplift you, but don't be with somebody who brings you down.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You get what I mean? It complements. I think that's a better word. I think complements adds to you and you add to them. Yeah. Like I'm not saying like, like my wife's like, oh yeah, like adding to me and making me do things that I don't want to do and pushing me. No, bro, she does her thing. I do my thing, but we're moving in unison in positivity. And it's amazing. Like I don't, where there's no like crazy overlap. There's no nothing like that. And like, that's the important part. And the last thing is like, you guys seem like very, very smart guys. So it's like, have you ever heard of the theory of like, when you're around somebody a lot, their energy transfers? You've heard of energy transfer. Yes, like it's like, like
I don't know what it's called, but like
it's something like that. I don't remember either. Like I'm also
like
into
osmosis,
like,
bro.
Something like that. There is a level of energy transfer of like cells, like legit. Like when you're sleeping next to somebody or something like that, like you're around them. There's physical energy transfer of their however they are, and I think that like. Right, going back to what we said, if you marry somebody that might not be in the right spot or like might not jive with you, like you are one way or another going to be affected even physically and not even know it from that person. And it's like, yeah, man, that's one thing I'll say. I'll be the proponent of that person. I waited a long time. People say I'm old as hell. That's fine. But like, I'm glad I did what I waited and I married the right person.
No. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a huge decision.
Yeah, massive. And people take it too easy. Yeah. Like in today's generation, I feel like people just get married to have a TikTok wedding.
Yeah, and also 100%. I think
right, you feel that,
bro? I'm going through this right now with the wedding planning.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. Like it's like I'm excited for it, 100%.
Yeah,
no doubt. But it's just like so involved now,
Yeah,
you got a million vendors. You got a million things.
Oh, you're dealing with vendors right now?
I classify them like the medium vendors. Now I'm going through like the
peace out, bro.
Event
peace out, bro.
They're doing good though. They're doing good, yo. Good, like honestly, they have everything. They have everything tracked. They got everything like down to
super.
He's a very organized guy.
I'm organized. I did all my vendor stuff too myself.
He's a super organized guy.
I have 5 months now, right?
Beautiful.
But now I'm doing all the middle tasks, like the food guy, again, I don't know, man. The 360 camera guy.
Oh man! Shout out my friend Sandy. She helped me with dealing with all this organization stuff because we also had a wedding that was outside of Toronto.
Yeah,
and it was very, very hard.
That's extra hard.
It was super hard coordinating that because you don't know anybody on ground, and then having to figure it out by yourself and calling people. It was very, very hard. But one advice that I have for you as a groom and anybody who's listening that ever gets married. People said this to me, and I kept it I kept it in the back of my pocket during my wedding day and the reception day. Bro, be in the moment, and don't stress at all. Because what's gonna happen by you stressing? nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
If a vendor's late and you stress out, what's going to happen? There's 500,000 people there for you. Bro, just enjoy it. Bro, my friends were telling me like, yo, it's kind of crazy. Like, it doesn't even feel like you're getting married. Cause I was just like this. I was like, yeah, bro. So what time's another guy starting? Yeah, what time we going to do Dolly? Like, I was just chilling. Cause I'm like, yo, like there's nothing I could do at this moment. Yeah. We've been planning this for a year. If something goes wrong, planner what do you guys out there, bro? Right?
It is what it is.
I would recommend that. Because then you get
good, man.
And I gave my phone to my friend. I didn't have my phone on me all day. And I just chilled, bro. I was in the moment the whole day.
No, it's good.
I had,
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
because like we like
at that point, there's nothing you can do.
If your wife's stressing, babe, chill, enjoy it, God. Bro, so many people came to see you. You spent so much money. Enjoy it. There's so many times I've heard like, weddings are for everybody else, not the bride and groom. Oh, screw that, bro. I'm turning up, bro. I had hella fun at my wedding. Like I enjoyed it, bro.
As it should be.
I legit enjoyed it, and my wife enjoyed it too, and she was so chill too. Like everybody's just saying, like it doesn't seem like you guys are like it's your guys' wedding day. You guys are just so chill.
I need my girl to hone in on this part.
Yeah, man. No, please.
When it comes to the time,
stress before. Yeah, when it comes to stress before, but literally the day, like the week of, or the week, the week of, Chad though. Your photographer doesn't show up, tell one of your friends to call somebody else.
Say, receive your flowers.
Chill more, bro. Like
at the end of the day, you're not even gonna look at those photos ever again. You're not even gonna do anything. The moment is what you spend.
The memories that we created from my wedding.
Yeah.
And my friends all told me, they're like, yo, like money can't buy this. Like it can't replace it. No. And like I was like feeling kind of like, oh man, like why are we spending so much money on the wedding? Do we need to have a reception? Do we need to, like I was feeling like that. But after the fact, I'm like, there's no amount of money that could be like, yo, that would have replaced that feeling of having everybody that you love, that loves you, that cares for you, your friends, your family, their spouses, everybody there in one room with you, with your parents and everybody there, like celebrating you, bro. Like when in life are you gonna have that again?
Yeah. That's what that buys, I think. That all the like
100%. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so when you do that, bro, like have fun.
Yeah.
Take it in.
100%.
Bro, I did a 45-minute speach.
Really?
I was like, yo, it's my day. I'm going to talk my shit. I'm joking. It wasn't 45. It wasn't 45. It was like 100%. But I will say it was pin drop silence the whole time.
Yeah.
Not.
That's when I when people are like, yo, the parents are giving such a long speech. It's bored. I'm
bro.
like, yo, the speech isn't for like the random guest. Like, yeah, you might be bored. The parents giving a speech, the same, like, oh my God, grew up such a. I'm like, the speech is not to you; it's to the bride and groom, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, they could probably go on for another 20 minutes if they wanted to.
Bro, yeah.
I'm like, the speech is not; it's for them. Right?
I think speech is important, bro. Like, and I preface my speech at my wedding with, yo, you guys all go to weddings all the time. Everybody dances. If you guys really want to dance, go to a club, right? But tonight it's our wedding.
Yeah.
And we're going to celebrate it. And we're going to do it like, we're going to do it with some emotion. Yeah. And this is not going to just be a DJ night where you guys get drunk and dance the whole night. Yeah. Like we're going to have our friends speak, our family speak. I'm going to speak. My wife's going to speak. And we're going to make this a meaningful night.
Yeah.
And people really appreciated that. And that's why it was pin drop silence. Yeah. We had speeches for like over an hour, but they were great. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was funny. It was emotional. It was
that's a good one. Cause I want to do the whole, like the speech thing as well.
Yeah. But challenge your speakers to be like, yo, like say something good. Like I told my friends, I'm like, if any of y'all say, if any of you guys say happy wife or happy life or the other one, the wife knife or something like that. I don't know. I was like, if any of you guys say this shit, I'm taking the mic and you guys are not talking because I'm like, I need depth. Yeah. I'm a bunda of depth. I need something more. Right. I'm like, even depth is you roasting me. I'm like, I'm down for you guys to roast me at my wedding. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need depth. Don't go. That's boring when it's just the same shit. Yo, bro.
Like Just Meet video.
It's not. Yo. We didn't lose a sister. We gained a brother. Right? Like I don't want to hear that, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Welcome to if you ever look at her the wrong way, like, I don't care about none of that.
Like, going through your head, bro.
I'll deck you right now. I'll deck you.
Yo, bunda right now.
Yeah. So I was just like. And it meant a lot to me that people did it, and it was good. It was really, really good.
And I think that's a moment where like especially for when Matab's time comes, like I want to say something to him that I've probably waited my whole life to say.
Of course.
Because it doesn't come up, right? Like, why would I just go to him and be like, yo, Matab, like, sit down. I'm going to fucking tell you.
Speech time.
Matab,
I love you so much, man. As a younger brother, I look up to you.
Ever since I was a baby.
You let me borrow your Jordans, you know, I appreciate it.
No.
But I was like, bro, let me get dressed. Like, what the hell?
Like, yo, this ain't the time, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be like, couple.
We're at Nando's, bro. What are you doing?
I'll be like, I got one chicken corner.
No, but that to be a time where, you know, and I learned one thing that I'm trying to still improve on, because I don't know how to take compliments sometimes, but someone taught me this, is like, learn to receive your flowers. You know, when someone does sit down and maybe give you that recognition, instead of being like, Nene, oh, it's okay. Like, no, be like, yo, listen,
take it.
I'm a good person too. And I'm a person as well. Like, I did those things.
They're also giving it to you out of, you should respect them that they're giving it to you out of
exactly
from their side.
And I did that. I had a friend who once was like, you know, he sat me down and he was a little bit under the influence, and he was like, and I wasn't. So it's funny. So, and I could tell, you know, he's giving me the uncle speech, and he gave me my flowers, and he's like, and I was like, yo, it's okay, man. Like, don't worry, you know, like, it's all good. Like, I'm not that, I'm not this, I'm trying to be, you know, humble. He's like, yo, listen, like, let me say this because I want to say this, you know, and let me say this because you should also know what people think about you. What you know, he said you are a guy who wants to do great things, right? And I was like, damn, and I like to this day, because I listen, I'm like, it is, man. Like, people see it, right? And if people see it, then I can do it, right? How far could it be if people are already recognizing that I'm not trying to just do something for a minute, or I'm trying to, not even legacy, but like, I came back and I left with more than I took in this world, right? And I'm like, damn, I am trying to do something great, and people recognize that. So why should I not acknowledge that? Yeah. Because if I don't trust somebody else to do good stuff, I'll do it. Yeah. Right? I know my capabilities. So in moments like that, like, I just realized, like, these little things that you learn along your way through life, right? Because I had so many mentors and so many people to look up to, I learned these things from a very young age, that, you know, milestones like this, like, appreciate them, see where you look back always, and just realize, yo, like, you did all this, you're still standing, all that good stuff. But, you know, it's moments like this of clarity, and, you know, I'm excited for this guy's moment and see where he takes him. But
I'm gonna cry. I already know for sure.
Yeah, but
I cried.
I'm a sensitive guy, bro. I'm a super sensitive guy.
You know, but you know what made me like sensitive? By the way, very well said, bro. Absolutely.
No, I was like, yo, let's make it fun. No, it's a good.
But you know what made me like really emotional at the wedding was like just seeing all the love was in the room.
Yeah.
Like seeing like I have a group of Cali friends, right? Because I grew up with my Cali friends. Then I have my Toronto friends, and then like seeing my wife, and then her friends, and then my family, and like people that live. Bro, I had people from all over the world come to my wedding, right?
Yeah.
And I did a very like select group of people. It wasn't like a massive wedding or anything like that. I wanted it to be like special. That shit just looking around the room made me emotional, bro.
Yeah,
like I was just like, damn, there's a lot of love in this room. A lot of people who care for me that like spent not $100, like thousands of dollars to come here and be here with me, you know, on my big day. And that shit was emotional. Yeah. But yo, allow yourself. Don't even be shamed. And you know, it was the first time, back to what you were saying, bro. It was the first time some of me and my friends told each other, yo, like, I love you, bro. Yeah. Thank you for everything.
Yeah. Yo, tell your friends you love them.
Like after I got off this, because what I did in my speech was I thanked my friends.
Yeah.
I thank my Toronto friends. I thank my Cali friends. Like each one of them, I'm like, yo, like you guys have done so much for me. You guys don't even understand. Right. So it's like, and then like after that, we all had a moment, and that's what a wedding is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we're going to post it on Instagram. We got this artist performing XYZ. But like, I really wanted it to be meaningful. I'm like, yo, like this needs to be meaningful, and people need to remember it for the meaning, not for who was there. Great, you know, people were there, but like it needed to be that. So
have your big wedding, enjoy it, but like remember
to each their own, bro.
But like, remember their own, still the people that came for you.
Absolutely,
that's
bro.
Like you got 1,000 people in the room, but you got those like 50 that are like the 100%.
No, bro, I would say everybody in my room was there for us.
There you go.
Because think about it, you have if I had a wedding here in Toronto, then it would have been exactly what you got, the 50, you got the 100. But everybody at my wedding was there for us because you actually physically had to spend money to be there.
Right. That's right.
You had to fly, you had to drive, you had to be there. Yeah. So if you were there, that's why we had a pin drop silence, because there's no random uncle or auntie that was my neighbor that was there.
He's like Barcolo.
Yeah, no, hell no. I would not let that play. Bro, I would have shut the party down before somebody had done some shit like that. Yeah. I have my boys ready. Everybody act up. We do turn it up tonight. Why did they
close the bar for this shit?
Yeah.
He's like, within 45 minutes.
Nah, none of that. Yeah, straight up. That's funny.
It happens, bro, because a lot of times, like these 500 wedding people, like, I mean, this guy can say it, but like there's a bunch of people on his guest list he doesn't even know, right? But, you know, sometimes...
Some of it's business, some of it's just...
Yeah, like you got to do it.
But you know what? Like the way for us, it's like we also owe it to our parents. Like the way he's looking at it and the way I'm probably having to look at it too, I might get it easier just being second. But like the way he has to look at it is like, yo, at the end of the day, this is their special moment too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, and you got to owe it to your parents. So if you got to invite XYZ auntie, yo, whatever, man. Like let my parents have their time too. Yeah. Let them enjoy that moment because their whole lives,
it's their moment. It's actually even more their moment than sometimes your own. It's their moment, right? Like they get to give back to their family and friends whose weddings they've attended and all that stuff.
That's our culture, man.
It's our culture. And I had to learn that after too.
That's right.
I learned that after the wedding. I was like getting so like, man, why we got the... But then when I went there, because what happened was a lot of people were trying to invite themselves to my wedding.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, I know... You know, or blah, blah, blah. Bro, people are trying to fly from like Australia and be like, yo, we know XYZ and come. So like, I had to tell them like, yo, like if it's really important for you, that's cool. But like, let's try not to have fluff there, right?
Yeah.
And but you're right. You hit on the head. Like, I don't think people talk about that enough. It's for your parents.
It's what it is, man.
And they deserve their time in the front.
Because they spent a lot of their time during our age, like not doing the stuff they did. We were talking about this the other day. Like our parents, I'm like, yo, what did you guys do when you were like younger? Did you guys like? They're like, no, man. Like going out meant spending money. So we didn't.
We didn't spend money.
I was having a conversation with my mom. I'm like, yo, like go out, like you know, you go chill with your.
No, go and chill. Go to the gym. Go to a restaurant together. You and dad, right?
Yeah, he's like, bro, but that meant spending money back in the day. So we did large family gatherings where people brought food and stuff like that, and that's why I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So like. Every time someone had a kid, that was just an excuse to celebrate their first birthday, their second birthday, their rakri, their lodi. And so it's like we're together. And I mean, we have a big family, but we're together because we did everything together, right? And we helped each other out in areas where, you know, my dad did whatever business he did. And so people came to him for that. And then we had like another relative that was doing another thing. And then we grew together as a unit. And so when I look back and I'm like, why do we have to attend these things? Like, why do we have to go to every single... Because, they did it for us.
Yeah.
Right? So you do it back.
Yeah,
because,
absolutely.
you know, representation, you got to show up, right? Even when it doesn't matter. Maybe you don't know them that well, but they meant something at that time for your parents. So it's stuff like this. And this is, I think, just to change tone a bit, like, this is that part of, I think, understanding being Punjabi, being like us, that... We sometimes when somebody asks us, I got asked all the time, you'll come out, stay past 9. My boys still make fun of me. I used to not be able to come out past 9 in high school all throughout, right? And I couldn't explain to them why, because their answer was just no. My parents were like, nah, like, you know, baar nahi jana, like,
there's no like
home.
logical reason,
right? And I had to explain, I'm like, yo, there's different stuff that happens in my house that I'd have to sit down with you and have a whole 2-hour conversation for you to understand what kind of complexities there are, right? Which some people didn't face. So those are those behind the scene kind of things that, you know, you had to fight an upward battle. We all had to fight an upward battle to even do something the norm, right? And then to exceed at it, you got to get recognized, right? Which, you know, the star helps with. Like I was looking at the other day, like Maharaj gave us this so when we enter a room, that you notice. Yeah. Instantly, whenever a thing comes in, there's always aura. Always. Because of what energy they bring, right? We're taught to always stand up. Like this is if you were raised right. And so it's
true. If you were raised right, absolutely.
Some people are just like, yo, what's good?
I'm looking at you weed smoking things. If we were raised right.
Yeah. So, but it's stuff like that you realize what our parents were doing. And then when you get older, now I'm seeing it. It's like, yo, all these things that I used to get pissed at, they did it because they knew they would get shit for it. Yeah. But then there's a reason. It's that father, right? That like, yo, you don't understand yet. You're gonna hate me for a bit, but you're gonna completely be me later. And I'm seeing that in my father now. Like why exactly he did the things he did and raised me the way he did, because I wasn't supposed to understand it then. I was supposed to just be mad because he was teaching me tough. Right? Yeah. And I learned tough love, but whatever it is. And it raises value. It brings character. Like to this day, people like I look just like him, but people know I'm my father's son just because of the way we talk and just the way we act. I have every ounce of his charisma in me.
That's beautiful.
Right? And it's just because of that, because like we butt heads, but at the same time,
man. It's the sauce.
It's the sauce, man. Sauce when
you talked about it with Chandan.
Yeah.
And his
You
dad,
need to have sauce.
Dad just has the sauce. Now Chandan's got the sauce, and now same thing with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah. So
Are you close to your dad? Are you guys close to your dad?
Yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
we're very, very close with our parents.
Amazing.
It's just we always had to break that like barrier of being different in a sense because we were the youngest, so we were always exposed to the modern sides. We are the youngest out of the whole family. My dad has 5 brothers, and so like we always had to. We were doing stuff like our cousins are a lot older, so we had that modern touch always to us, and we were trying to explore new things because nobody is like in our family. They're very supportive of this, but like starting the podcast was a very different thing to do, right? And when they saw it come into fruition, they were like, okay, like like you guys are at least doing good
us for sure. Like I don't,
because we're not doing
like dumb
here,
things. It's not like we're out here
like we're doing meaningful stuff, right? We're trying to do that at least to bring on meaningful people, professionals that can raise awareness for whatever topic that may be at that moment. And so like dad, very close with my mom. I'm not gonna lie, always been close.
We
with my
butt heads
mom.
with dad, but that was like just like dumb kid when we were. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also because he's just that guy is like wired, man.
He's like a machine.
He's a machine. Yeah. So there was so much stuff that he had to deal with that now we understand.
Yeah, now we understand, like hindsight kind of thing.
Yeah. So very cool topics. Do you have anything on the album?
What's next for you, bro?
No, nothing right now, bro. I just promote the hell out of this album. That's it, man. Yeah. Hopefully that happens, and then not hopefully it's happening. Yeah, absolutely. And then next year, hopefully I get on tour, man. Do some shows, man. Yeah. I'm excited to get back out. I'm excited to perform these songs. Like I already have like a vision for how I want to do Reality Check and like all these other songs. I think as a performer, I would say I'm one of the best in the Punjabi community. Like as far as like performing, I've been performing for 20 years. Yeah. I can't sing, but I make sure that I have that live auto tune ready, and it won't sound bad. I promise. So like I really put my heart into the performance aspect. Yeah. I think it's important, man, because if somebody pays money to come see you, you got to put on a show.
Some people don't do that, man. That's what I hate. Like there's a lot of artists out there that like they just think like it's you came and like that's it, you're stuck now, like your money's already gone.
Like it's kind of like owed to them, or like it's they're job. Entitled to that like show.
I'm giving you a show.
No, you get to see me. That's enough. Yeah. No, like you gotta put on a show, bro.
Absolutely.
You got and because then they can watch your music videos all day at home. Then right, like it's like I really believe in that. Like that's why even last time I had a band, we lost so much money traveling with a band, but I was like, you know what, I want to put on a show.
Cool.
And everybody who came to the show really appreciated it. That. Because Punjabi culture has a CD la ke karda, right? So we were doing so much stuff like live with the band. Yeah. Like, I was rapping just with drums and stuff like that, like really showing like that talent. Huh?
Like I've been to concerts with live bands.
Yeah, fun, so amazing, bro.
And that's the thing that like I wanted to touch on. I left it before, but the range you have, right? I think you are widening that range, and I saw that when I heard Sarur and finish the song for me, but it's Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle.
In Seattle. Those two, for me, I love that kind of music.
That's fire.
Right? I put it on before we came here, and I was like, yo, you gotta listen to this, because he did something that I haven't heard before, which is that R&B kind of like chill in your room vibes.
Yeah, R&B for sure.
With that like Alicia Keys kind of like tune in the back,
Yeah.
But I'm like, you did it in Punjabi, and like there is like that kind of style already existing, but nobody did it in that, I would say, North American fashion. You put like a North American kind of code on it. And I really noticed that when I was listening, because I had it on my room speaker. Like different music sounds differently. Some songs are for cars when you're in the whip. Some songs are for headphone songs. That one I felt was like in the room. I was like chilling, you're just days done. And like the R&B kind of tune you had on Sarur.
Yeah.
And it's like you had range, bro. Like you weren't just rapping there. You were singing, and then the way she came in, like that perfect transition.
Crazy, yeah.
Very, very nice. So it's good to see that you're widening that range, because that's not selling yourself. That's just, exploring your craft, right?
Yeah.
Like, what heights can I go to? What can I produce?
It was just me, like, not even like thinking about it. Like sometimes we get like, now we can get technical now that the music's done. But like for me, I'm like, yo, I grew up on 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
Early 2000s R&B. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And I heard that beat, and I'm like, this is stuff I grew up on. I want to do something like this. So that's why even Sarur, like that beat was like kind of like a Timbaland beat, and that's what I had told the producer. I'm like, I want a Timbaland type of beat where it's like a lot of space in the beat.
Yeah. What is that? What is a Timbaland beat?
Timbaland is a producer from the I forget how, yo, bro. Timbaland's a producer.
Zoom in on my face so they know how stupid I am.
Like,
Yo, that's a clip for sure. Timbaland is a producer from the early 2000s, late 90s. Okay. I think him and Aaliyah had a lot of big records.
JT.
He had a lot of big songs, and he's produced for everybody. He's like a super producer.
Okay.
So yeah, that's who Timbaland is. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're not wrong for asking that. You're not wrong.
Hey, man.
You're not
Like,
wrong.
I know Timberland the shoes.
Yeah, it's Timbaland.
That guy's jokes, man. What do you make? I've seen his YouTube videos.
Yeah, he's crazy.
When he like doesn't like a beat. When send him beats.
Yeah.
Oh man, his reactions are so funny.
Yeah.
Cool. So you were saying though for the technical side.
No,
you wanted the
I was like, I'm going back to just enjoying music, and I just enjoy that sound, so I did it just because I enjoy it and I enjoy doing it.
What's your favorite song on the album?
I can't say that. That's like asking what your favorite child is.
But even there's an answer to that.
I know there is. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It changes.
What did you enjoy making the most? Is that an easier question?
What did I enjoy making the most? I think they're all equal. Certain songs are harder to make than others, but they're all equal. Everything has its like ups and downs. But I don't have a favorite song because, bro, it just depends on my mood.
Fair enough.
I like, sometimes I'm in a hype mood.
Yeah.
Like, so like War Ready, I go to that.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
that was a
yeah,
gym song, right?
yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm chill. So I like sleep listen. Today I was listening to Sarur a lot. So today it would be Sarur.
What's the story with Baddie Bolian? Because that's a funny song.
It's a great song.
That's going to be the anthem, bro.
That's going to be like
anthem
like
song.
I was like, where did this even come from? Like, it's just
crazy.
It's just fun. It's funny. It's cool, like a hard beat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's like you took a classic.
A lot of classic Bolian,
right?
not just one.
And then you turned into like this rap kind of sing mix kind of thing.
Yeah, man. I don't know where it came from. It was God.
If you know kind of thing.
It was just like I had heard a beat. It wasn't on this beat. It was a different beat. And then it just came to me. That sounds cool. All right, let's record it, right?
Yeah.
And then I kind of left it at that. And it sat on my computer for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Then I showed it to Mickey when he came around when we were doing... He just came around, actually. We weren't even doing Jadoo at that point. And I showed it to him last summer, and he's like, "Bro, this is a banger." Like, and I thought, just like you, I thought it was just whatever. It's me being silly and stuff. He's like, "Nah, this is a banger, bro. Like, you need to finish it. You need to finish this." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." So then he found me the beat. Like, shout out to him. He found me that beat that's on. And he goes, I had walked in, like super nonchalant too. Like I walked into the studio like 2 days later. And he was still thinking about it. And this is like a nod to him and, how nice of a banda he is. Because sometimes as artists, we could be like, nah, I'll keep this beat for myself. I'll keep this idea for myself.
Yeah.
I walked into the studio and it was his session. He goes, yo, listen to this beat. And he played the beat. Don, don, don. He's like, yo, now you should come. I was like, oh, that would sound crazy. But I thought it was going to have like a, sometimes with businesses, I thought it was going to have like a caveat to it. Like, I got to be on the verse or I got to be.
No, he didn't do
and
that.
then he's like, all right, I'm sending you the beat. Get it done tomorrow. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. I finished the song within a day because it was already written and it sounded crazy.
Sick.
And then when we went to India, we had showed it to a bunch of people and people were like, yo, this is out of here.
Yeah.
The song is out of here. I still think that song is gonna grow. Give it some time.
Yeah. No,
that's gonna be like that female kind of like TikTok.
Yeah.
For the girls.
I genuinely believe that song's gonna grow still. Yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No, sick, man. You had a lot of range on that album, even up to like the last song I was listening, and it was constantly being like, man, like, let me check where I'm at the album because like, did I hop onto a different album? Like, it was so much range in that album, and I love that. So it's very cool. But I want to ask, like, long term, maybe this will exercise you. You don't even have to have an answer. We can kind of like go through it right now. But like, seeing your dream, right? Like seeing what you've always had. You've always been an artist from day one. It seems like from what you're saying, right? Which maybe people like me in the common audience may not know. What do you see for like 5 years, 10 years? Not to like put you on the spot, but like, what has been that like? Where are you trying to go with this? Like, what are you trying to do? Whether that's for the world, inspire, be at a certain spot, like milestone achievement. Like, where is this? What do you want to keep doing? You want to keep making music until it stops? Until you can't?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Keep making music until you can't. But I try not to, man. I tried not to make music a couple of years ago. I was like, I'm done. You can't, bro. It's just like, it's just something innate now. It's like the gym now, right? Like we gotta go to the gym. I gotta write my thoughts on these beats. I really enjoy it. I have fun doing it, bro. And like, I had to find that joy again. It started becoming work for me again.
Yeah.
So maybe when it becomes work for me again, maybe, you know, at that time. But I think long-term goal is helping other artists come on.
Yeah.
Right. Helping executive produce other artists, which I'm already doing behind the scenes, but continuing to do that. So where I'm not like the main focus anymore, because it doesn't matter to me anymore to be the main focus. I want to like just help other people. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Make big songs, make big records. I have so much knowledge that people can gain from, and that I want to give to other people, younger artists.
Yeah.
Like just like 15 years of experience that I can help with every little thing, right? Especially when it comes to the music side. That would be the one thing. And for me personally, like, I don't know. I don't think I want to stop until my festivals, bro. Like, I think I have it in me. And a lot of people said it to me too after they heard this album. They're like, you haven't peaked yet. Like, you still have it in you to go further than you have in your own career yet. Yeah. And I've always felt like that. I'm like, you know, people said, yeah, you killed it. You did this, you did that. I'm like, I haven't reached my, like, the pinnacle. You know, whether I do it or not, that's Rabdi Marji, but I want to keep striving for that, and I want to get to that top. And it's not even about fame, but it's like really like just having that mass audience that listens to my music. We do festivals, we go out there, and we really are in you know, these big circles, as you were saying.
You have something to say, right? And then you want people to listen to that. And that's the same thing that we're trying to do here is like, yo, we have something to say. Yeah. Right? We know that these things people agree on. Like this is a good thing that we're doing, and you're out there making music that, I mean, yeah, like there's the but then there's also but
that's fun too. That has a space. Yeah, that has a space. And take that in, like that song, like, and again, I owe to myself, bro. Like because you know what I realized, and I was like, I promised myself I'm gonna say it this year. I'm like, yo, like, if you're not gonna big yourself up, no one else will. Exactly. Bro, ain't no gun bar in that song. Ain't no fiend bar in that song. Ain't no alcohol bar in that song. And it's a fun song. And hopefully that song starts hitting dance floors all over the world.
I played at my wedding, bro.
Yeah, all over the world. And it's like, I'm proud of that, bro. Because like, how many times like you were at a reception and every song is Daru this, Daru. Yeah, cool. I'm not mad at that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's cool. Like, that's what the world likes, and that's cool. But like, if that song hits, I'm proud of that, bro. Like, you did that. You made a fun song for the ladies. That's not, you know, hating on the ladies or objectifying the ladies. And it's like, you made that for them. There's no alcohol. There's no theme. There's no gun. No one's getting killed. No one's getting murdered. Like, bro, come on, bro. That's fire. Like, you know what I mean? I'm proud of that, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. As a sing, looking the way I did, who told me, like, yo, you can't be making music like that. You should be doing Kirtan. Come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We really out here, like, doing this shit. Yeah. So it's dope. Yeah. How are you guys into Jordans now? Tell me about this, bro. So I have those shoes. I love those shoes. I beat them up so much. I still have them. Mm-hmm. Are those the newest ones, or like those are the 2015s?
These are.
Why are you looking at him?
No, we got
this guy knows it.
Yeah, 2016s.
This is my boy.
You had them on ice for that long?
No. I got them used, but I got them at a crate. Like, they were brand new when I got them.
Bro, those are such.
I was gonna either wear these, or I was gonna wear a Grey Pug and shadows. I have shadows too.
I have my shadows too. Yeah, I have shadows.
I got universities, and then I got 8s all gray.
The new UNCs that came out?
No. Still one version old, but the same style. Yeah. And so he put me on. He like exactly.
I'm like the sneaker guy, because I used to when I was younger, I would follow.
You still collect sneakers?
I have my pairs. I have a few more that I want to get.
Let's name them. Let's see what you got.
Oh, what I got, man.
Yeah, what would be like your top players, top sneakers that you think that you have? Like, yeah, these are my fire ones.
Oh, I had the white cement 3s.
Okay,
for sure. Like, I have a beat up pair.
These are nice too.
These are crispy. Yeah,
those are 4s, right?
These are the white cement 4s. Essentially. Yeah. I had the infrared 6s. I just gave them to him.
Little brother gets all the shoes, eh?
Because you know what happened, man? I started working in office job.
Okay,
and then I had so much sneakers. I had thousands probably of dollars of sneakers. Yeah. I still do. Yeah. And I was like, I can't wear them anymore. And it sucked because only on the weekend, every now and then I get to wear them. And I loved collecting sneakers. Just like I like collecting watches. I'm a huge watch guy.
We're talking about that next.
100%, bro. Yeah. And I like learning about, like, I like learning about the materials and the story. More with watches, obviously. Yeah. And like, when I was younger, even now sometimes, every Saturday I would know what sneakers being released.
Yeah.
The game's dead now, though,
I would watch all the videos.
Yeah, it is dead.
And back then I couldn't afford the resale value.
Yeah.
And even now that I can afford it, I can't justify it.
Yeah.
So it's different. Yeah. But I couldn't afford the resale value because some of these, and I saved up and bought some, like infrared 6s. I paid like $600 for at that time. Mm-hmm. And now some Jordans, like, who knows, Jordan Elwood listens to this podcast, but the quality is just they're not good.
No.
It's just so shit.
Only
so
but not he's not making them.
He could say whatever.
What did this guy say?
You guys, besides the few like shattered backboard ones and the some other odd pair here and there,
And the Travis is a pretty good material.
Yeah, but then you're paying a premium for the collab.
Yeah,
The quality is just so garbage.
Nike in general.
Nikes in general,
right?
just quality is so bad. Things like Solomon's.
Yeah.
I got away and I got into things like Saucony, Adidas,
New Balance.
The
Killing it.
New Balance 997 made in USA.
Yeah.
Phenomenal quality.
Really?
Bro, because the suede on them is like butter, bro.
No way.
You're paying a little bit of premium. You're still not paying Jordan price. You're paying less than Jordans.
Yeah.
But you're getting unreal.
I've heard that. Like Jordan's price, like the price keeps going up. The quality's pretty bad.
Yeah. And now, which good or bad,
that's with everything.
The resale value is gone.
Oh
the
yeah.
resale game is kind of dead
game
now.
the sneaker game is completely dead. And we were like, you kind of touched on this. Is like there's you have to pay for every single thing now. Like man, you want to make a PDF print, you got to fucking pay like $2. Or like you got to get like a chat box to like just change your picture. Like you got to pay like 99 cents. I'm like, bro, everything has a middleman, and that's what's crushing this thing. Everybody's getting crushed.
Yeah.
That's why North American society has become just doing a copious amount of side jobs, right? Because everything has some type of like delivery to it, and because everything's being marketed, so you need somebody to market. Then you need a camera guy. You need this, right? So it's become so bad. But like, and then that's what happens. That's why I've touched on. You'll see the parallels, but like quality isn't respected anymore. It's just about quantity. And if I'm in your face more, it doesn't matter. But that's what I was trying to get at with that devil's advocate question. Is like, well, how do you feel about that? Like, are you still going to produce quality? Because of course you will, but like you have to consider that like at the end of the day, like doesn't matter sometimes if you spend 2 years on something. Like did you get it out fast enough? Did you get it at the right time? Right? So stuff like that. And
that's what Jordan Brand is doing, not producing quality.
I think that's everybody was doing, but I think it's going to come back to quality now.
It always does.
Yeah, I don't know about Jordan Brand, but I'm talking about just in life. At least for music, I feel like that.
Because the era is going to end.
For sure.
Yeah, because like quantity is so accessible now. You can AI a song right now in 3 seconds, and it can give you the best song you've ever heard. So it's gonna come back to just authenticity, as we were talking about this whole time. It's gonna come back to quality. People like really like putting in effort, because effort cannot be replicated, at least right now, or like authenticity through AI and stuff like that. So it's gonna go back to that, and maybe shoes too.
What you got? What's your like?
What's your shoe rotation, bro?
Bro, I've collected so many shoes for like 10 years, bro. It's wild. I sold a lot of shoes off, but what I still have, so Jordan 1, you'll always see me with a pair of Jordan 1s. I travel with them anywhere I go. What are they? The Lost and Founds? Yeah, Lost and Founds. So I wish they didn't do that little crackle material, but whatever. I got
the crumble.
So I got 3 of those.
Oh, geez, yeah.
I literally, when they came out, I'm like, I need
what size are you?
A 9.5.
Bro, yo, I'm 9. We're 9.5.
What do you want? I'm not giving those away.
Other stuff, bro.
That's my favorite shit.
You got something else, we could talk after the show.
Yeah. We got some shit. Okay.
9.5 right here.
Oh, you are? Oh, beautiful. So I have those in a 9.5, but I beat them up, bro. I've worn them in so many shows.
Yeah.
I still have them because they mean so much to me, because they were like the first pair of Jordan 1s I ever got. And that shoe made me fall in love with Jordan 1s. They're the breads, right? But
bread toes.
Yeah, bread toes.
Black toes.
Black toes.
Black toes, bread toes,
I have those. I have 3 pairs of Jordan 1 Lost and Founds. Crazy. So one I've beat up completely. They're on a couple Sharma show. I'm wearing them, but I still wear them all the time. Then I have 2 on ice, because I'm like, who knows when they're released again? So I'm just gonna.
Don't wait too long to wear them, eh?
Why?
Because Jordans, they start crumbling after a while.
That's true, bro.
Like this material, this gray thing.
Yeah.
You can like press your thumb in it.
Yeah.
And it will just
get stale. Even the ice gets ice yellows out. Like if you don't, they oxidize.
Those yellow out for sure.
For me,
I will. I'm just waiting for these to just completely get obliterated, and then I'm gonna wear them, because Jordan 1s do look good when they're beat.
That's what I'm saying.
But I just have those. My claim to fame pair is the UNC off-whites.
Yeah.
The Jordan 1s off-white. I got them at a really tough time where like they were very hard to get. They were going for like $2,000. And I got them for a really nice price at that time. What else do I got? I like some of I got like Sacai Nikes. I have a Comme des Garçons New Balance. No one knows it's Comme des Garçons. I paid crazy money for them, but they're just a black New Balance. And it's just a Comme des Garçons on the insole. I'm like, so I have those.
I love CDG, man.
Yeah, I got another, not Sacai. Oh, I got shit, man, I forgot what they're called. But there's some other Nikes. I had like a bunch of Nikes. I remember I was really into racers. I don't know if you remember those. Yeah. Nike Racer. I got those in 4 or 5 different colors.
I had the racers, and then they were like so uncomfortable. Bro.
Yeah, very uncomfortable.
Support, and I sold them like I don't know, 6-7 months.
Bro, later. I bought more, bro. They're so uncomfortable. I bought more. I was like, they're so sick. They're gonna come back. I have a feeling. I pray to God they're gonna come back.
I wish comes back. Yeah, was the Roshi run.
Yo, they had a cute little run. Bro. I had like 3-4 pairs of those.
Shoe and the Ultra Boost.
Yeah.
Changed the game like no other.
Ultra Boost, man. I used to go to Adidas stores all the time looking for Ultra Boost.
I paid resale for the second set, like the second rerun that Ultra Boost came out with.
2.0s are the best.
The triple black 2.0s, bro. I wore those for 5 years, bro. I wore those so much.
My like sole gone, and there was just a boost underneath.
Yeah.
I was on the boost material.
Yo, that shoe was fire. That NMDs. Ultras, bro, fire! If you had those, like you're on. That was the Kanye era, man. Bro. Kanye. I was just telling somebody. I had the Yeezy. What were the boots? 550 or 750s? The brown ones. Yeah. I had those, bro. My boy Nav Kick. Shout out Nav Kicks from New York. He hooked me up with those, bro. I was like, I felt like
those are different.
I felt like $1 million walking around. Then if you look at my 15-minute video, I had the Yeezys, the 350s with the stripe.
Turtle doves.
They're not the turtle doves. These are like the first pair that ever came out. They came in red. And then there's like a zebra one or some shit like that.
The 750s?
350s, the low top ones.
It was a turtle doves.
Yeah. Oreos. Yeah. Right, I had the Oreos and the green stripe because they came out in 3. They came out red, white, and green.
Okay.
They were impossible to get out here.
When Yeezys first came out, bro, forget about it.
Bro, damn. I had 2 pairs, bro, when they first came out. It was like, bro, I felt like I was wearing like a $100,000 watch. Like I would walk around, people like, yo, how the hell did you get those?
100%.
And I had them in my 15-minute video and stuff like that. It was crazy.
I saw a guy in Toronto wearing the 750s, the boots.
Yeah.
And I wow. Around and
if you think about how ugly of a shoe that is,
bro, I was
but that's what it is.
I know guys that have them now, and they're like, I can't get rid of them. I can't wear them.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was this?
I luckily got rid of them at a really good time. Yeah. I sold all of, because when Kanye started saying some wild stuff, I sold all of my
time to sell stock.
Yeah. I sold all of them at a really good time, and I got all my money, more than my money back.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't wear that many Jordans anymore. If I had known, I would have came. I have 11s. My
next one, bro. Next one.
The Bread 11s. I still got those.
Yes. Which ones?
Never wear them. Bread 11s.
Yeah, that's
Jordan 11s. Yeah. Those are something when I was a kid, bro, like impossible to get. People used to wait in lines.
That's the thing. There's some shoes like for myself that are just like, I may not even wear them anymore, but I just want them.
Yeah, because it was just something that you wanted when you were younger.
Yeah, and so I can have them.
That's what that. So that the Bread 11s are that. I'm trying to think. I have so many Jordan 1s.
What's your kind of like grill shoe?
Holy grail.
That Jordan, I have?
No, that you would want. Like any brand, doesn't matter.
Right now? I don't think I have a Holy Grail shoe right now. I don't even think about shoes like that.
He's moved on to the wrist now, bro.
I moved on to wrist.
Money speaks different now.
No, it's not even that.
It's like a grown decision.
It's a grown up hobby.
Yeah,
it's a grown up hobby.
Yeah.
It's a grown up hobby.
Hold on, I think I have an answer for you. What's a cool shoe that I would want?
Like some of these are like the resale's insane on them.
The designers.
Yeah. Like let's not even say like to. Oh, there's you know what I really like? The Nike Air Force One with the Tiffany stripe.
Yeah.
That's a cool one. That's a cool shoe.
That collab, bro.
Yeah, that's a cool shoe. The Tiffany Air Force One. That's cool. And then Louis Vuitton did a more subtle one too. Like I know there's one that's like all Louis Vuitton, then there's like a subtle Louis Vuitton shoe too. I don't know which one.
There's one that's like it's the Air Force One, but it's like white and debossed leather.
Yeah.
The brown all over is crazy.
Yeah.
But there's
on the toe. It's on there. It's on the toe as well.
Yeah. Some stuff like that. That's it. But
those crazy.
I have a feeling Jordans will come back though, bro.
I hope so.
I think Nike brand's so strong that I don't think it's gonna go away.
I hope Jordans come back. It's not the shoe or the brand. It's the culture. I think.
The culture shifted. Like when I started seeing like 16-year-old schoolgirls wearing those, I'm like, oh yeah, like shoes are done.
Or the Panda Dunks.
Yeah. Panda Dunks. Yeah. Yo, that ruined the sneaker game.
I could walk into a store. Like we have like consignment store friends. It's like Panda Dunks, every full size run you can get Panda Dunks.
I actually have a pair of Shadows 9, size 9 that I need to swap out. So if you guys can help me out with.
Shadows are my favorite. That's my first by myself. I bought the Jordan.
Yeah.
And I did it like a street deal. Like I went, I had my boy like come check the LC. Actually, this guy came with me.
Are they real? Yo, you check the tongue, bro?
They're real.
Smell the fucking.
They're as real as I need them to be. They're as real as I need them to be, and they're real. But like,
what's that one shoe? Sorry, the black with the red on the side. I forgot what they're called. Are they the 11s, 12s?
black with red on this?
The taxis, they come in the taxis as well.
Oh, that's the 12.
Flu games. That's a shoe I had that I sold and I regret selling them. They're such an ugly shoe.
Yeah.
It's so hard to wear, but I had those shoes when I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah,
My parents bought it for me and I wore them every single day because menge sige. So that's the only shoe you get to wear. But I kind of want those again. Sorry, you were saying something?
No, that's it.
Oh, I got
like,
the Aqua 8s too.
yeah, I was gonna say his
That was
dog
my first Jordan.
I have
But
the
the problem
space
is-
grades.
Yeah.
The problem is back then you could wear like the style was cool to wear like I'm doing it right
Clunky
now.
shoes. Yeah, yeah.
I'm wearing jeans with Jordans.
Yeah.
Like I can like this works, but
Yeah.
back then you could wear like bread 11s.
Yeah.
With tight pants, right?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah,
that guy
yeah.
looks so sick.
That guy's sick,
Like
bro.
jogger
Skinny
pants, jogger
jeans.
pants,
Skinny
like,
jeans. Yeah.
Or the pin roll. Remember the pin roll?
Mm-hmm.
Pin roll.
Yo, I
Bro,
perfected
I
the pin
perfected
roll.
the pin
Yeah,
roll
pin
too, man.
rolls.
But that was the style. Now
Skinny
it's like
jeans,
this style has changed a bit, right?
Yeah.
People almost look down on like grown guys wearing sneakers.
One of my favorite shoes, also out of the Jordans, that if I had the opportunity to buy them again, I'll get them. Is the Flint 13s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this guy knows, bro. Put him on the pod.
He's a drip man.
Yeah, because when I was in high school, I bought those shoes
Yeah.
3 times from like eBay before I knew eBay was like what eBay is, and they were fake every time. So I got rinsed 3 times for those shoes. So I was like, yo, one day I'm gonna get those back.
One shoe I wanted, but now it was like my shoe I wanted before I was in that era. Like I could afford anything.
Yeah.
But what's that shoe? I forgot the name. It's named after a skateboarder. The ones that you can. That,
It's the
Tony
Lance,
Hawk?
the Lance something.
the Lance Stevensons. No,
It's the Lance.
Lance
Lance
Mountains.
Lance Mountain. So Lance Mountain is a
Guy,
skateboarder.
bro.
Acha.
And
Yo,
they're
I
so
gotta
sick.
explain. So what happened is, like you would get a bread, and it would start off with one being
No. One was a bread, and one was black, the red and black
Yeah, yeah.
shoe, and the other one was the blue and black shoe.
the Royals. So one was a
Royals.
Royal. You get a
Yeah, that was
Royal
the
and a
pair.
bread,
Okay.
and then they start off black, and then the more you wear them, the white comes out behind them. Or the other way around, you can choose, but you can basically put acetone and just like rub it off. But like it was supposed to be a shoe you beat up, and I just thought it was so fascinating. Like, yo, like, you know, the Royal and the bread, you get them
That is
both
not
in one,
That's crazy.
and that's a shoe that I was like, one day, you know, that's gonna be a cool
Yo,
thing.
now they're not that bad. They're like $7.
No, but I wouldn't get them because I just think that was like maybe I'll get them.
They're like these.
when they wouldn't matter.
So that's what the shoe looks like. The shoe would come out like that.
Oh,
Right?
after
Very
wearing
cool.
them.
Because
No,
it was
that's
four-
before.
It was
Okay.
So it's one's blue. They're on StockX for $700.
Yeah, StockX might be fake though.
Yeah, StockX.
Yo, you know what's a pair of shoes that I got a lot of flack for that I love and I wear them so proudly? I haven't worn them in a long time. I just remembered. Home to Homage. The half-halves. Yo, they're an ugly shoe now that I think about it, but I wore the shit out of those shoes.
Yo,
bro.
there's some like really like Nike did a bunch of the Air Force Ones where they did like the Hong Kong edition and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like you can't wear them all the time.
Yeah.
But like with the right fit, they're just so unique and they're so cool.
When I was in Punjab recently, I went to like a shoe store, and I didn't know if they're like I just went to a shoe
Yeah.
store, and they had these Dunks, the pigeon, the one with the pigeon. What is that
Yeah.
called?
The New York Pigeon.
Bro, they had those ones, the gray with the
Yeah,
orange.
That's the most
Bro,
expensive shoe.
I saw that and I know it. Like I don't know what the resale was at that time or at this time, but I just saw it and I was like, "Yo!" I didn't even ask if it was real, and I was like, "Yo, can you get me these?"
Yeah.
Even the fakes were sold out. They're like, "Nepal, you sold
like,
out
"Yo, we
now."
can't keep up.
I was like, "Shit, bro, I can't even get the fakes anymore." But it's such a fire shoe.
Bro, those go for like $40,000.
No way! I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That brand,
I thought
that's a consignment shop in New York City.
okay.
Sneaker consignment shop. That's the cool thing about Toronto does it too, like livestock.
Yeah.
In Toronto,
Yeah.
they have exclusives with like Nikes.
Oh, they
So
do.
it'll be like a Nike, I don't know, Air Force One, Air Max
With
Nike,
livestock,
whatever,
yeah.
with livestock collab. They did like a G-Shock collab.
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
Flight Club does that.
Yeah.
And in New York, there's a lot of obviously New York. So they'll have like special collabs, and you get, it's Jeff something, the guy's name, but you can get it just from that store.
Oh wow.
And that specific Air that Dunk,
Yeah,
bro,
pigeon.
impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
No way, that's crazy. Don't tell me it's impossible. I start chasing stuff.
It's possible.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
sick shoe,
crazy.
though.
That is dope. Yeah,
It's a sick shoe. But
and
now
I
it's
see you
like-
guys both with the GMT Seikos on.
Yeah.
No, this is actually the SKX. So I'm like,
007.
yeah,
So that's not a GMT.
no,
It's a diver.
it's a diver, true diver.
Okay.
So this one, again, not like nerd out about it. Like
No,
all
nerd
day
out
long.
about it, brother.
But Seiko releases the SKX and the SKX 007, 009.
Yeah.
009 is the smaller version.
Yeah.
And
How many millimeters is that?
this one goes to
No, millimeters. Like how
the
wide?
dial. I think it says 39
9.
or 41.
Yeah.
Yeah, try it on, bro. But they this one was like a true diver watch, and Seiko discontinued it.
They discontinued
So
this?
they discontinued
Yo, this is
watch.
mad heavy.
It is,
I've seen
yeah.
this watch before.
It's a
But
With a
you,
nice
you
ju-
might have seen the Seiko 5 version of it.
I have seen the Seiko 5. Yeah.
So that's the thing. So Seiko,
what is this?
This is the SKX 009. This is discontinued.
7.
now.
Oh, wow.
7, yeah.
Mine's the 7J.
Yeah, nice little
And,
bezel action.
Again, true
Yeah.
diver, like ISO certified.
Yeah.
But Seiko discontinued this, and now everyone wanted it and so on. So Seiko, which kind of sucks because I'm like, yo, I had this exclusive watch, which I still do.
Seiko's such an amazing watch, man.
But,
They build
oh,
with so much
absolutely, bro.
craftsmanship.
Man,
Then they
this
released the Seiko 5, which looks almost like 99% just like this,
Yeah.
except for the few people I really know, like because it's got the 5 in there. This one's the original.
That's fire.
And he would wear mine all the time.
I would wear his all the time because, you know.
And when he went to California, like when we did a big party for him, I found one and I gifted it to him.
The same exact
Same
watch?
exact
Yeah.
watch, yeah.
So we had like
Same
a
exact
matching
watch.
watch now.
Is it high on resale on that one?
This one goes for like it's not like an expensive watch by any means. Like actually I'll rephrase that. It's not like that kind of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. This one you can get it for like $70 now.
Yeah, no, it's very respectable brand.
100%.
I usually say when someone asks me like, "Yo, what's a good under $1,000 watch?" I'll say Seiko or I'll say Tissot.
Seiko, Tissot, Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton's more than 1,000.
Yeah.
Hamilton, you can
Just on
it's like
$1,000.
it's like
He has a Hamilton
$1,000
too.
range.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I gifted him a Hamilton.
Fire.
Yeah.
That Interstellar watch.
Murph, yeah.
Oh, sick. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was like 1,100, I think.
Yeah. But I get into like the technical, like Hublot, for instance. I can't stand Hublot
Yeah, no one can on the internet.
because there's a guy, Nico Leonard. I don't know if you
yeah,
anybody
of
knows
course.
him, right?
Come
That
on,
guy-
bro.
that
Yeah,
guy.
we know Nico. Yeah.
Hublot sells like 20x the price
Yeah.
for like 1x
Shit
the cost.
movements.
It's just
yeah.
the F1 sponsor, man. That they like when they started
Yeah.
that, they went skyrocket and off that.
But
Yeah.
like for instance, Rolex, right? Like our dad's go and we're in the watch world as well. You upgraded to that, big boy.
Show it out. Let me see it, let me
Congratulations.
see it.
Yeah, let's see
You
it.
have it on?
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Daytona. Yeah, I got it.
Right?
all. Yeah,
Heritage
really tight.
brand
yeah, absolutely.
keeps its value, obviously, if you ever like obviously do need to sell it or
Gorgeous.
whatever, right?
Mhm.
And I mean it's a Rolex is a Rolex at the end of the day.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, watches are huge.
That's next in line for him, bro.
Yeah.
Which one you get? Which one you want to get?
I've always liked the Submariner. I think it's a fun watch.
Beautiful.
Maybe I'm into like divers here and there. Some are not. Like this one is.
Would you get just like a black Submariner, or would you get like Hulk, or? What
I like
would
the
you do?
black sub, and the Certina, the new one that they came out with, the dress watch. Is it called the Certina?
No, it's called the 1908.
1908. Sorry,
The
it's not the
1908 is
Certina movement.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
That watch.
With the full gold strap.
Yeah, beautiful dressy.
No,
classy
oh
watch.
yeah, they
Yeah.
do have that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's a-
Serpenti strap, I think they call it. Yeah,
It's a gorgeous watch.
Or I would go for like a nice day chest with a Jubilee,
beautiful.
like classy
Date, bro. Come on.
day all the way, man. Precious
How you not
metal.
gonna know what day it is, bro?
That's true. I don't know.
Right?
It's a Wednesday. What's today, yo? What are we filming this on?
What's today?
It's a
yo?
Tuesday.
No.
That's fire.
But,
man.
yeah.
But I like Omega. Omega Aquaterra. I love that watch.
Oh, that's a good
Such
watch.
a
Yeah.
clean, classy watch. It's like
My beef with Omegas, they just raise their prices, man. They keep raising their prices. They did it again.
oh yeah. But my beef with
recently.
Rolex is
Yeah.
that they're like, we don't want to sell to nobody. Wait in line for like 2 years, and then when I call you, be there like within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm selling it to the next.
They're trying to
Yeah.
bring back that like day-to-day exclusivity to the
Yeah.
common buyer. When you know that if you were like somebody or if you really had the wallet for it, you can walk in
I
there.
still
But,
like the Speedmaster. I think that's a sick watch, just because of the history of that
gorgeous.
watch.
I owned it. I didn't like it.
No?
You
How come?
I owned a white dial Speedmaster. I didn't
Really,
like it.
Why?
Yeah. I just thought like for the money, it was like I appreciated the watch, like as in like the way it looked and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I just wasn't.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I
That's
like I wore it. I wanted to love it. I actually used to go all the way to Yorkdale to go try it on, and
Yeah.
like the same thing. You couldn't buy it. You had to wait for it. All
Yeah.
that stuff. Then I finally got it, and it was like expensive. So, but it just didn't live up to it.
What are your thoughts on Cartier watches then?
I have a Cartier. I have a
Yeah?
tank. I love my
Beautiful, yeah.
tank.
Sick.
Class watch.
I love my
That's what-
Cartier
yeah.
tank. Yeah, I bought that on accident. Like I was just in India and whatever. I was like, okay, cool. I've been looking for this watch. It's discontinued. It's a green tank.
Oh,
you
sick.
cannot find
Wow,
that
very
tank
cool.
anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's fully green with an alligator green strap.
Oh, nice.
So I got that shit, and I'm like, this is a fire watch. And I tell you, I get more compliments on that watch than any of my other
You don't
watches.
see it that often, man.
Yeah.
Cartier is one of those watches where it's like if you know, you know kind of thing.
Yeah, they're
Even
killing
the
it.
Santos, like Santos has gotten pretty kind of popular now
Yeah,
with like
yeah.
people icing it out and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Stupid. But
But a plain
Tank-
Jane Santos is fire.
Yeah.
Plain
I've
Jane
seen
Santos is nice,
I've
yeah.
seen a skeleton Santos.
That one's
I really
I
like
think-
the Santos like mid or mini or whatever, like the smaller ones.
The large is too big.
Yeah, large is too big. I really like those Santos. I heard they have a titanium Santos now,
Yeah.
so that's cool.
Blacked out. Yeah. It's
Yeah, I rock with Tudor too. I really
Tudor's
like
sick.
like if I was to like for you to recommend, because that watch is heavy, the one you just have
It is,
on.
yeah.
I really like lighter
Honestly,
watches.
bro, the band on this watch is a lot of the
Jubilee,
weight.
yeah.
It's a solid end link.
Yeah.
I take the band off, it's not too bad.
I really like the Tudor 54.
Black Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 36 millimeter, 36 or 37 millimeter diver. It's like this thin.
Yeah.
It's fire, bro.
So the guy
It's
that
such a
made
fire
Tudor,
watch. Yeah.
and the guy that made Rolex, it's the same person.
Yeah, they're sister companies. Yeah, yeah.
No, but the guy that actually made the company itself,
yeah,
is the same dude,
yeah, I know.
right?
Yeah.
And,
Back in the day, Tudor used to have Rolex parts in
100%.
there. You take it off, it would stay Rolex.
100%.
Rolex
yeah.
band, Rolex everything. Yeah.
That's why a lot of like watch
Guts.
guys like they'll be like like Tudor is the entry level to Rolex,
Mm-hmm.
and like very respectable brand.
Yeah, no, it's super respectable.
respectable.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the entry level to Rolex. I think they do different things now. Now that I understand
Tudors
both
can get
brands,
expensive though too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Black Bay
it's
can go
getting
like for like
expensive.
Tudors get expensive.
7 Gs, I think, like that.
nah, you could get a Tudor for like 4
Oh yeah,
or 5.
Okay,
yeah,
look
yeah,
at that.
yeah.
But they even go up to the 10s and 20s, no?
some yeah.
Gold-
'cause
they have
there's
gold
there's
ones.
a solid
Yeah.
gold Tudor chronograph.
Yeah, my boy
I'm like,
has.
this is
some
crazy.
expensive
It's like
They have a
40G.
solid gold chronograph.
They have a solid gold chronograph.
I think
yeah.
they have a solid gold Black Bay with a green dial. I don't know if they have a
They have a-
chronograph.
double. I think they have a chronograph as well. I remember once just like scrolling their website, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
Tudor's got like a 35.
Tudor's dope. Yeah.
Let us know, bro.
Tudor's
I
sick,
mean,
man.
I'm gonna plug myself, but you know, we're jewelers.
Yes, I know.
And
Yeah,
so if you ever need something, watches, whatever, like we got you, bro.
for sure, man.
Watches, you want to ice out?
Yeah, no, I would
Don't
never
ice
ice out my watch.
I can
no,
tell
no.
you're a watch guy.
Separate.
Please do not ice out your
Yeah, no,
watch
separate.
unless you're buying it from them. Then ice out whatever you want. Fuck, ice out your toilet. I don't give a shit. But like,
Diamond T-Shocks now.
No, I meant like in
Again?
separate.
Yeah.
they did that in 2010.
I had a guy
way,
ask me, I'm
yeah.
like, why do you want to do this, man? But no, I
Yeah.
meant in separate, like
Yeah,
ice
yeah.
out and
Yeah,
then
ice
get
out
your watch.
thing.
No, we gotta respect
Yeah.
the
Do
watch.
you guys do Cuban chains?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
100%.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
We do everything, bro.
Yeah, man. You
Love
guys
that
do
stuff.
good work. Good work will
Thank
come
you, bro.
towards you, man.
All of us.
It means a lot
man.
coming
Yeah,
for you, bro.
man.
Like
Amen.
seriously, we
Thanks for
watched.
coming on, brother.
Yeah.
For real, man.
Really appreciate it.
Anytime.
We can do this now, but we'd love to take a moment for you to run that again and
Run
plug
what
yourself.
again?
Plug,
Run-
man.
Yeah, I need you to plug everything you're
Plug
about.
what?
Yourself,
Everything, bro.
to the
Where you
audience,
at, the
to everyone.
Oh, I was like, bro, you keep
Yeah.
pointing over there. I'm like,
Point
"Look,
over
what-
Oh my das, like exactly what you did over there, but I want you just everything. you
Oh,
know,
everything that's happening?
Everything that's happening. I want everybody to know where you're at, what you're doing next, where they can find you. So
Yeah.
hone in
So,
on that.
guys, if you guys don't know by now, my name is Fateh. You can find me Fateh DOE anywhere on social media. My brand new album, Don't Forget to Call, is out now. Please go listen to it and go tell a friend, man. Sharing it actually goes a long way. I know some of you guys are like, I only have 100 followers. Why do I need to share it? But just share it as an independent artist. It goes a long way. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for having me on here. That's it, man. Thank you, and keep rocking out with us. Keep supporting young entrepreneurs like these guys right here doing big things, and let's keep going, man.
A lot of love, bro.
Peace to my fams. Peace to everybody listening.
Yeah. Thank you so much, bro, for coming out.
Thank you,
You know,
man.
you showed us a lot of love, and we really felt that vibe, man.
Yeah, man. Can't wait to see where this goes, man.
Absolutely.
Honestly, yeah.
Likewise, man.
Such a pleasure,
100%.
bro.
Yeah, the goal is to do this again in 6 months and be like, all right, bro, we did this and we
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
yeah.
and
We'll
that.
be
Good
seeing you,
man.
bro.
Yeah, yeah,
We'll be
yeah.
seeing you.
man.
For sure.
Yeah,
Even for you guys, man, we had this guy on the podcast. He
Yeah.
sucks so much.
No.
Like shit like that.
This
You know
is-
what I
this
mean?
is-
We talk our shit, you know?
No,
Yeah,
it was fun, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
it was a really, really fun experience.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank
Good
you
luck,
so much,
man.
bro.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.